We back. It's your boy Mike Sears, Speak to Clout podcast. Here with my brother, Raka Bash. How you doing this evening, my nigga?
Yo, I got my juice by my side. Just had dinner. Just saw the Warriors dust the Kings. I was rooting for the Warriors because I didn't like the way that the Kings kicked out E40.
Yeah, that shit was whack. Shout out to Steph Curry dropping 7, right?
He,
Something like
he
that.
dropped he dropped 50 points in Game 7.
Oh yeah, game 7. Yeah, yeah. Fuck yeah, shout out to Steph, man. Light skinned niggas right there, bro.
For real.
You know? But yeah, man, we back, man. Episode 3 of the saga of Afeni and Tupac Shakur, Dear Mama documentary by Alan Hughes, man. Now, y'all know if you follow me on social media, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, I've been praising this docu series. It's like I said, we're 3 episodes in, and it still stands, in my personal opinion, as the greatest Tupac documentary of all time. Like straight up, regardless of what you think of Alan Hughes, put all that shit aside, man, because Lord knows I did. And I'm gonna give props to props is due, regardless of what happened with Pac and him and all that other bullshit. If the fucking product is fucking good, if the product is class, if it's exceptional, I'm gonna give praise, and it is. And I think me and Raka done broke down episodes 1 and 2. Great. Now episode 3, Jesus, this might be my favorite episode so far, bro. It's hard to choose, but man, just unwrapping it all, Raka. Like, I like how it starts off. Pac's legal troubles, you know, when he
hmm
shot the 2 off-duty police officers, showing the cocky Judge Jefferson strut out the courtroom, and clips from the 1993 interview that we always talk about when he got the pizza. He got Richie Rich. He's rolling blunts. And I love when he says, I'm not going to act white because America wants him to act white. He's like, I'm going to smoke weed because that's what niggas do. On pack a gat, that's what niggas do. I fucking love that. And then it like transitions from that to Keep Your Head Up being played, and I absolutely love how Alan Hughes done that, man. That was so good, man. So overall, Rock, I'll let you have the floor. Thoughts on this whole episode, bro? Then I'll give my thoughts.
I think this episode it really did a deep dive into the psychological state of Tupac at this time
Yes.
because this was very illuminating. Number one, just starting at the very beginning, we introduced to his manager, his road manager. I heard of Man Man because I heard Tupac shout him out at the end of Pour Out Little Liquor,
Yep.
and he was part of Thug Life. And Man Man is pretty colorful. He started out being an investor, then he was a dancer, then a security expert, then a road manager. He really had a lot of roles in Tupac's career, and the way that Shock G described Tupac's uh, public perception to people that did not know Tupac was spot on because that's how a lot of people uh, reacted to Tupac in real time without knowing the information that we have now. They just saw this guy who was self-destructive, reckless, you know, probably, um, you know, uh, what they didn't like about him, particularly people like Calvin Butts and a lot of people that was critical of him. He's loudmouthed. He's profane. He has no respect for authority. And seeing you know these images now that I'm older, all of those things were true, but when you like when you when you're like a teenager, you just think that adults just don't get it, that they that they're being unreasonable, they don't get it, they don't get hip hop, you know, but uh, uh, without being too long,
No, do you think,
I
man?
yeah, the dynamic. Well, I was surprised that they mentioned this particular gentleman, but I was surprised that Haitian Jack's name was mentioned. I
Yep.
thought they was going to skirt over it.
Glad they didn't,
Yeah.
cause that dude's a fucking bitch. I got no love for Haitian Jack. I seen him on the fucking. Is that the documentary on? I think it was Hulu. Might have been somebody else. It was like him was in it. He was in it. Trick was in it. Waka Flocka's mom was in it. Big U.
Oh, is it Hip Hop Uncovered or
There you
something?
go. Something like that. And Haitian Jack's like, Pac ain't no gangster. He ain't no real nigga. Like, he ignored me because of that punk ass case we caught. No, you a snitch, bro. That's why you got off real easily. You know what I'm saying? Even Man said it.
And this he this isn't the first time I've heard people say that. But when did Tupac ever say he was a gangster?
Facts.
Yo, like they're bringing up something that Tupac already said he wasn't. So it
Facts.
was so it felt like they were trying to you know uh, discredit something about him that he did not claim. He always
Mm-hmm.
said from the very beginning of his career that he wanted to be the voice of a young black male.
He was.
Then then he found something specific to the young black male, which was thug. And thug meant to him being somebody that survives all odds. Anybody that can beat the oppressors and withstand all kind of circumstances that would break lesser men down.
Facts, brother. But,
And uh,
good, bro.
the dynamic between Tupac and Haitian Jack, to me, it was always uneven, because Haitian Jack, he was a heavyweight in the streets of New York. You know, we don't have to we don't have to run down what he was doing. You can
Yeah.
use your imagination and do some research, but he was not somebody uh, uh, that you would cross. So, so I always wonder, how did Haitian Jack cross paths with Tupac? I would have wanted that dynamic explained a little bit more. What do you think?
About the Haitian Jack situation?
Yeah, about how they cross paths. Like how did they know of each other?
Oh, yeah. All I can think of is from the various accounts that I heard is he met him during the filming of Above the Rim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Pac would get warned by Mike Tyson and Biggie, like, not to roll with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I wasn't there. I was legitly, you know, 9 years old, 94. So, but I do think Haitian Jack might have something to do with him getting stuck up. Him and fucking Jimmy Henchman. And both them niggas is Haitian dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is grimy like that, bro. I thought that was some bullshit, that rape case. But I agree with you, Raka. I would definitely have want to known more deeper how they Haitian Jack and Pac met. You know?
and I think, just being honest,
Yeah.
now that I'm older, I really have to call into question the judgment of Man, the manager. Like Tupac is a client, but I wonder, did he not find it weird that you got these street guys that have access to your client's hotel room. They uh, they're with them all the time. Like, I wonder, like, did he emphasize like some boundaries have to be established? Because like when he said that Tupac and him had adjoining hotel rooms, and Haitian Jack, was in the hotel. He was nearby, and he just so happened to go in Tupac's accuser's same room. Like, Tupac was sleeping, probably passed out after the massage, and then Haitian Jack just goes into the hotel room with Tupac's accuser, and then all of a sudden, Tupac's accuser starts yelling rape.
That's some bullshit. There's pictures. I seen a picture of Haitian Jack and that girl. I think this bitch's name, Alina Johnson, something like that. I don't know her name, but I know Vlad interviewed her. Go figure, right?
Yeah,
But there's pictures of Haitian Jack, Pac, and her. I don't know. Maybe Haitian Jack's mans did rape her, or when Pac was asleep, they came up with some elaborate plan to set him up, and Haitian Jack wanted money off Pac. Who knows, bro? But then he did catch a case too with Pac, so I don't know. It's a kind of like a clusterfuck to actually realize what happened. But
but
I just
somehow, but
God, brother.
somehow, but somehow, some way, Haitian Jack's lawyer was able to sever him from the same case.
Yes, snitching.
So yeah, so he probably cut a deal, probably with some connections that allowed him to make a backdoor deal, to pay the judge off, and he doesn't, uh, do jail time. But
Yeah,
also, they mentioned there was what Haitian Jack, Tupac, and Man, but there was somebody else that they said when the cops were called, he uh, went AWOL. He just ran away, and nobody ever knew who he was. They don't know where he is to this day.
that's crazy. Man.
That, to me, that's another layer of mystery that adds to the saga. Because
Yeah,
why? Because if you're trying to get to the bottom of this crime, then the police should have, uh, found that guy, questioned him. But I think they were determined to nail Tupac because they were upset not just with him shooting two off-duty police officers, and law enforcement is pretty much the blue wall of silence. They don't like it when anybody, taunts them and get one over on them. But his last name was Shakur, and he came from a lineage of black radicals. So
yep,
it seemed like the police was determined to nail him on, on this crime.
yep. That they were out to get Pac. And speaking of that, like Pac had so many fucking cases during this time, bro.
Yeah,
Man said he was, he caught more cases with Pac than he did by himself. Shit was crazy, bro. Oh,
especially uh, in East Lansing when Tupac allegedly swung at another rapper with a bat.
yes, I've seen that in this documentary as well. Crazy shit, man.
And then not, and also what also made Tupac upset was that when the when Haitian Jack, when everybody left the hotel room, they left two firearms in the hotel room. So the police charged Tupac with illegal possession of firearms. So
Oh
he
shit.
caught a gun case on top of charges of rape and sexual assault.
You know what, Raka? I don't know if this is the same case you're talking about, but over the weekend, you know who Delray Richardson is?
Yeah, that's the dude on the YouTube series.
Yes.
He broke down he broke down how this dude should be a lawyer because he did a chronological timeline of Tupac meeting Faith.
Yes, I've seen that.
You know, the time that they went to the nightclub, when the time they drew up the paperwork to do the song, then going to the studio, then Tupac, giving her like he had the times and the dates.
The way in the
Like
exhale release party and shit, bro. Like
exactly like this. I think Del Rey is probably one of the most thorough people when it comes to analysis of all of the goings ons of Tupac's life.
facts.
You know,
I bring up Del Rey because he said that. Well, he played an interview that I never heard before, and Pac said that what you just said. Pac said he caught the gun charges, and they were Biggie's guns. So maybe
mhm.
Biggie was there, cause that's what he said. He said he caught the gun charge, and they were Biggie's guns. And he said the other niggas were cowards, and they left the room. So he took that shit. So now I'm like, yo, I know why Pac don't fuck with that nigga Big like that. I wouldn't blame him. Keep it a buck. You feel me?
Yeah, because and I'm sure that the police probably put the squeeze on Tupac. Like, look, if you give up the names of the people that own these guns, we may just knock off a couple of years, on the rape charge. And he wasn't going to do that. So I could see how Tupac felt like he was being solid by not giving up anyone, and then you see and you feel that no one is reaching out.
I'm a tremendous Notorious B.I.G. fan, but that dude didn't keep it a buck with Pac at all afterward. So I understand. I'm on Pac's side with that one for sure. Especially that gun charge I didn't know about. I watched that Del Rey video. I'm like, yo, that's fucking foul. But
And also, Billy, the guy Billy, who was in the first person that you see in episode one.
Pac cousin, right?
Yeah, Tupac's oldest cousin.
Yeah.
He said that when Tupac was convicted of he was convicted of forcibly touching a woman's buttocks, but cleared of rape and sodomy. He was being sent to Rikers, but was awaiting transfer to Clinton. He said that he told Tupac who had shot him
Oh shit.
in New York City, and not. And when he said that, it jarred my memory because it was the same thing Tupac said in his interview with Sway for K-Mel in April of '96. Because Tupac said he had family in New York that told him who shot him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he said niggas told me who shot me. You know what I'm saying? I remember hearing that shit too. Yeah, yeah.
So now that we know who told him, which was his cousin, it kind of puts the pieces together. He was recovering from his gunshot wounds in Jasmine Guy's apartment,
Bro.
and he got family that's around him. He's getting word in the and he's getting word in the streets that uh, that Haitian Jack is has put out a hit on him.
That
Remember?
yeah. That I don't really give a fuck about chronological order in here. We can skip around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you mentioned that because that's some of the most powerful shit in this documentary. When his auntie and Afeni go to Jasmine Guy's apartment and Pac got the rifle with "fuck the world" written on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! And he planned to commit suicide, and he says that all throughout Me Against the World, how he was suicidal. You know, He didn't want to go to jail. Can't blame him. That man was going through hell. They were saying shit that he wasn't and putting dirt on his name. You hear it on Fuck the World. Who you calling rapist, Man.
Mm-hmm.
But when his aunt talked about that, bro, whew, emotional. Emotional, bro.
And his plan was to be driven in a remote location
Yup.
where nobody would be able to find him. He said he was going to smoke a lot of weed. He was going to, pretty much kill himself, where he can be at peace. And vote like that kind of trauma, I think is important to understand because like this, in the span of what 2 years, like you went from experiencing the best of fortunes in your life and career with the success that you have as a movie star and as a uh, recording artist, and then by the end of the year, people are calling you a rapist.
Yup.
The media is painting you, as some kind of monster. And now that he is convicted, the reign of terror is over, and the and even people close to you are starting to think that maybe you did it. That's a lot of that's a heavy burden to carry, you know, for anybody.
That's
And
terrible.
and then with that image of him holding the rifle in a dead of winter, and it feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, that was pretty powerful.
I know what his mother said. I don't care what anyone thinks about you. You get on your own 2 feet. You do that time.
Mm-hmm.
You're innocent though. That's the fucking hard part. And when they fucking, this is what I love on Hughes, his directing. When they showed Pac bobbing his head, right, with the
Mm-hmm.
Walkman, and they were playing So Many Tears, I got absolute chills. Fucking incredible, incredible job. Just the way it's shot, the way they pieced it together. And what I never seen in here was Tupac's father, Billy Garland. I didn't even know about this dude. He looks like Pac. That's Pac's daddy. No doubt about
Mm-hmm.
it. And growing up, Pac thought his father was that dude Legs that Afeni was fucking with. He was in the Black Panthers as well, but he had connects with Nicky Barnes, so he was in and out of jail. But his real father was Billy Garland. He's part of the New Jersey chapter of the Black Panthers. And at that time, Afeni was facing, 300 and something years and shit like that. And we're gonna lock her up, no exaggeration. And he thought that he'll never have a relationship with Feeney, so they just cut it off. But Billy actually came in Pac's life when he got shot. When Pac was pissed, he didn't want his, meet his dad when he's vulnerable, laid up, or shot the fuck up. And you could just see the pain in Pac during going to the trial, and he's in the wheelchair, the bandage on his head. He's making like grunting faces. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. I remember those images when I was a child, showing on MTV and shit. But yeah, Billy was like rolling them blunts and shit. And he
Mm-hmm.
spent time with him. He was fucked up, but that was crazy because I never seen Pac's dad until this episode. So
And those reporters, they were purposely bumping into his leg.
that's fucked up.
That's why he kept complaining for the press to give him more space. Like even the Nation of the Fruit of Islam was having a hard time, protecting his personal space because the media, they just, uh, you know, swarmed like vultures.
Yep. Asking him all kind of questions and fucking not giving the man his space, purposely bumping into him. I didn't even know that. That's some super fuck shit.
Yeah, because he was still healing from the gunshot wounds. And
Yeah.
remember, the robbery at Quad Studios was on November 30th, 1994. When he was being wheeled to the courthouse, it was the next day.
Oh my god.
So
That's
he didn't even
crazy.
have 24 hours, to even get adequate medical treatment.
It's Pac. I think it was Pac's manager said that. Yeah, Pac did shoot himself by accident because the Glock got no safety on it, so Pac shot himself in the nuts. You know, by accident. And oh my god, nigga, I can imagine the pain. He still had a open gunshot wound on his leg. I think he left the fucking hospital far too soon. you know?
And the thing about that is that if he did, shoot himself, to me, like like Folkmaster Flex a couple years ago was making fun of Tupac for, supposedly shooting himself.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know what it feels like to be ambushed in a gun attack.
Neither do I, bro.
Every second counts. So if you're trying to reach for your weapon and draw it from your waistband to protect yourself, like you got adrenaline running through you. You're
Yes.
like you got fear that's coursing through your body because you don't know how much time you have to, brandish the gun, then use it to defend yourself. Like to me, that is nothing to be cavalier about.
No, it's not. Like now, my uncle, like he got guns put on him from the fucking police before,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't do nothing with that. But like, put your hands up and hopefully, fucking, let you go, punk ass fucking cops. But like, I don't know what it's like to get fucking ambushed. That's like either fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? And Pac thought fight, but unfortunately, shot himself by accident. If that did happen. And I think he should have spent time in the hospital to get his wounds cleared. Because that's fucking crazy leaving that early. Yo, Raka, I didn't even know that was the next day. That's fucking wild, man.
Yeah, it
Damn.
was. And he said that he left Bellevue Hospital because he didn't feel safe. He was getting a lot of death threats.
Yeah,
People.
niggas want to finish the job and shit.
Exactly.
And focus on Afeni as well. Afeni was doing that. She's about to do some jail time, and they talked about the fucking undercover cops that was in the Black Panther party. Uh, Yedwa Sudan, that's I'm saying his name
Mm-hmm.
right, was undercover cop. He taught adolescent boys how to use bayonets and shit like that. Also seduced the female panthers, you know? And Afeni was like, what about when you do this and do that? Like she just owned them right there. And Billy Roberts was another undercover cop as well. So, they
Yeah,
got caught up in that shit too.
yeah. The Bureau of Special Services, the boss unit, just like the way that the NYPD had so many secret police to gather intelligence on black radicals and progressive figures in social movements. It was uh, some of this I had known, but it's no less more more unbelievable
Yeah.
because like for undercover officers to assume an identity of a Panther member and really take it to the max where they're so immersed in the Panther Party that they believe that they're actually members and they work to incite violence, at rallies and at Panther meetings, so they can put charges on the leadership of the Black Panther Party in New York City. And according to Jamar Joseph, I think according to somebody uh, that spoke during the movie, that the New York chapter of the Black Panther Party was the most infiltrated uh, chapter of the Black Panther Party in the country.
Yeah. Shout out to him too. The light skinned brother.
Yeah,
My favorite people in his doc. I think we talked about that last episode. You
the,
know?
the brother with the dreads.
Yes, that brother. Yeah, yeah. And just how Afeni got locked up in '71 when she was pregnant with Pop, and just the way she was treated. And by the way, um, that was fucked up how the fellow Black Panthers left and betrayed her. You know, She did that time by herself and was barely fed while she was pregnant with Pac as well. I want to just touch on that, which is terrible, man.
Yeah, I think his name is Sawait. Was it Sawait? Sabor, Michael Sabor,
Yep.
and other other members of the Panther 21 when they were supposed to return to court, they absconded. They decided to go underground, but they didn't tell Afeni Shakur or Joan Burr, the other female co-defendant in the Panther 21, that they planned on leaving the country,
Yep.
but
Just left.
and then they were unaware of that, so the judge took away the bail, remanded them back to jail, and that kind of betrayal will that betrayal was so palpable because it's supposed to be one for all and all for one, and they weren't, you know, from the perspective of Afeni, they didn't have enough courage to stand trial all the way.
Yeah, which is just some pussy shit. You preach all this righteousness and how you gonna fight for your brothers and sisters and you don't want to ride. Pussy shit. So disrespectful, in my personal opinion.
And the cross examination of Afeni to Yewa, it was, that's masterful, where
Yes.
she pretty much put his uh all of his wrongdoing in the Panther Party on trial, like the undercover cop that is, you know, uh, you know, teaching adolescent boys how to slit throats and
Yeah, the bayonet.
seducing women, yeah, with the bayonets.
Yeah.
Like, if you cop to all of those things, then you know. Oh, and she asked her, "Did you ever see me with a gun?" And he said no. And she asked him, "Did you ever see me organizing in the community?" And he said yes. So that crushed the prosecution's whole case. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was like the equivalent of a legal Hail Mary.
Facts. Football play, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's a couple seconds left in the game, and you're at the 20, you're at your own 20-yard line, and you gotta score a touchdown, and you gotta travel 80 yards to make it happen. And
Yeah.
Afeni serving as her own attorney and having to interview all of those witnesses, having to read all of those legal books and understand the due process. Like, I'm sure that took months, months, to do all of those things. Like, going on, not a lot of sleep, a lot of restless nights. Like, she was truly the unsung hero of that case.
Absolutely. And another reason why I love this documentary so much is because I know about Afeni being a Black Panther, Panther 21 and all that, but I didn't know the great detail of all this shit that Alan uses put it in, and I think that shit is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Loving it. Thanks, Lone Ember. I appreciate it. That's why we do this. Raka Bash is one of the very well spoken brothers I ever had on here, and love doing work with my brother. So it's a blast doing this. Um,
Likewise, man.
thank you, brother. Yeah, man. Yo, uh, I know this sounds ratchet as fuck, but it's true. One of my favorite Tupac moments ever
Hmm.
is when he's spitting in the camera. I
Oh
fucking
yeah,
love it. Yeah, I always love that. The Red Wings jersey, I always love that shit, man. And I forgot. I think it's his publicist. Someone. I'm thinking. It don't show the lady, but I heard the voice. It could be his auntie too. They're like, "Oh, I don't like when he was spitting in the camera." And I understand that it's very
oh,
ignorant.
that was
No,
Cameron
no.
Lee, his publicist.
Oh yeah, his publicist. Yeah, I figured it was her by the voice, and I understand that, but I just think it's him and Mo Preem. Some of the most iconic Pac images there is. And when he's doing that, can you blame the man? Like, look what they just falsely accused him of, yo. I don't blame him. Fuck the fucking media. All the way, 94
Yep,
shit. Have a good summer.
biatch.
Yeah. Classic.
Like, and when uh and I didn't realize there was so much archival footage of him being interviewed, after,
Likewise.
before and after going to court, because because he was being asked by a reporter, do are you concerned about what message this your court cases have on kids or something like that. And he said it very sarcastically. People didn't pick up on it, but he was like, no, because my fans, they understand that we have a very fair and balanced judicial system. But he was being totally sarcastic, and
Uh,
I didn't see a lot of people pick that up. His sarcasm and self-deprecating humor really uh, really showed during the most turbulent times of his life, because
yeah.
and 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 legally, I'm sure that he did this against legal counsel. Like uh when you're going through a legal when you going through a criminal or civil case, you don't fight a case through the public domain.
Yeah.
Like the case is to be litigated in a courtroom, but he didn't care. Like he didn't he didn't care about uh, you know being thrown in jail over contempt of court, because people get thrown in jail for much less, but he was
Facts.
but it seems like him answering the media was his way of doing some damage control, the best way that he knew how.
And Rocky, you're a tad bit older than me, so I know you remember all this wildness on MTV about Pac and other media outlets. Because I remember it like it was yesterday. Every
Mm-hmm.
day, my grandma had the TV in the kitchen. She had a TV in the living room. I had a TV in my room. Like, I would see Pac on TV almost every day in 1994. Like, and he became a childhood hero of mine. I just absolutely love Pac. Once 1995 hit, and I seen Above the Rim on HBO, I lost it. I was just a Pac fanboy, dog. Like, and he took over my TVs in '94. He was everywhere, like so controversial, you know.
Now
And
I remember him being in the National Enquirer. He was on every a newspaper. Like if you go to the supermarket at checkout, you'll see a blurb about Tupac,
facts.
or that. Like, to get that kind of press, I mean, that had to be at least like $1 million worth of publicity. And people, not people, uh, stars of today don't even get that amount of publicity. Like
Facts.
if you think of any major star in hip hop right now, whether it's the Migos or Drake or Lil Durk, they don't get that kind of publicity.
I knew who Pac was before I even started listening to him. Because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't listen to music until '95. Well, I had Prince, Purple Rain, I had Michael Jackson through it on cassette, but it wasn't. I was more into video games and stuff like that, so I didn't really get listening to music until 1995. But and my uncle had Brenda's Got a Baby on VHS recorded on those like Yo MTV Raps playlist type shit on his VHS tape. But yeah, I just was a fucking diehard Pac Mark before I even knew who he was. Like that. I just loved seeing him and all the drama he was causing. It intrigued me. But I think we covered like Jesus everything on this doc so far. I'm thinking because I wrote notes, I wrote everything down that I seen, so we pretty much touched on everything. But You got anyone to talk about, Raka? The floor is yours. But I do want to say that this might be my favorite out the three. It's a battle between two and three. They're all immaculate episodes, but yeah, if I had to choose, it'd probably be three. This was amazing. I love how they touched on all the legal woes that Pac dealt with, and I am absolutely ecstatic for episode four, man.
I think Watani Tahimba, he was the guy that talked about the functions of a Glock, how it doesn't have a safety, and if uh, if you're reaching for it and you're frantic, you may shoot yourself.
Yeah.
Yo, when he said like Watani Tahimba, he was also a he was a member of the Black Liberation Army, and he worked with Mutulu Shakur in a lot of political circles. But he was saying how like him and Tupac would have a conversation about progressive topics.
Oh
He would
yeah.
go to the bathroom and Tupac would start saying stupid stuff.
Talk about stupid shit. It's a bunch of stupid shit. He said, yeah, yeah.
And understanding a little bit about the Black Liberation Army, like they were really about uh, uh, self determination. Um, there's one of their manifestos was they wanted to have a plebiscite that would be overseen by the United. It would be overseen by the United Nations, and the vote would be whether black people will have 5 states in the in the southeastern region of the United States to themselves. So they were fighting to have a portion of the United States reserved for black people. We would have our own sovereignty. We would have our own government, our own economy, and a lot of those things appeal to me, and I could see where Tupac absorbed a lot of that stuff. But I can also see where he was just being knuckleheaded and probably due to being high or drunk would
Oh
say
yeah.
stupid
Pac
stuff.
stayed smoking weed, bro.
Yeah,
Pac had to get blunted all the time, dog. Like, yeah.
I think that was probably the best way for him to cope with everything.
All the madness. Yeah, yeah. Because that boy, at a very young age, was going through a bunch of shit. So,
And I think like I mean, unfortunately, he passed away in 2021.
yeah.
But I really enjoy seeing Shock G give his thoughts about Tupac
I love it. It's fucking incredible.
because he was very honest, but he was fair. He did say that Tupac was short tempered, and he would blow up a lot of situations uh, that were very small. And I remember Shock G. He gave a it was at the premiere of the All Eyes on Me biopic, and Shock G said that he had given Tupac keys to his condo, and it was at a time when he was getting death threats, in the Bay Area, like just chill out, keep a low profile for a minute, allow it to blow over. And then Tupac, he gave the keys back, and Tupac told Shock G, "You don't get it. I don't give a fuck." And he said it like that. And it
Yeah.
like when he said it like that, then it's kind of like I could see where anybody could just say, you know what, it's out of my hands, man. Because when
Yeah.
somebody says that, like they've pretty much accepted whatever fate uh, will be handed to them. It was the way he said it that kind of took me back. Like
Didn't
it,
Shock
it-
say it was kind of hard to calm Pac down too? And that you said it, yeah. He's like, it's kind of hard to tell Pac to calm the fuck down, bro. You know,
like a lot of people think that Tupac started wilding out when he got on death row.
that's stupid.
Like Shock G was talking about how when they were on tour with Digital Underground, they would be in cities and there would be jealousy, between uh, people that was in the audience and them. And Tupac he wouldn't back down from anyone. Almost got into a shootout, uh, with people over slight disrespect to Digital Underground. So
Yeah,
yeah, so I always thought like the his short temperedness came from not allowing disrespect to be tolerated by anybody, no matter who it was from.
like even Scarface had a story during 91, 92 era. Like Tupacalypse going into Strictly, he tried to fucking fight like mad Milwaukee dudes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like by himself.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that was oh yeah, because it was right after Robert Yummy Sandiford was killed in Chicago by his own gang.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
Tupac was really upset that Yummy was killed.
Yummy,
So
yup.
in
The,
Milwaukee,
the kid with the cornrows and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he made Time Magazine,
You know?
and uh, him and the Thug Life homies, they was uh, gathering weapons because the audience really started to taunt Tupac.
That was 94. That might have been my bad. But there is a situation. I might not have been in Milwaukee. It might have been somewhere else. But Scarface said this nigga tried to fight a whole gang of dudes. But
No,
finish on.
it was in Milwaukee.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it was in September of '94 because
Word.
the shooting of Yummy was on September 1st, '94, and the concert in Milwaukee was a couple days later.
Word, word.
And Scarface was on the bill, Big Mike was on the bill, Spice One was on the bill. The it is like the best of the hardcore uh spitters. Like that's one hell of a bill when you think about it.
It is. All the music that I love, too, brother. Hell yeah.
And that was like as a side note, man, that's like the Scarface he released for Diary in '94. Big Mike put out his debut album in '94 after uh, uh, being on the Ghetto Boys. What was the '93 album?
To Death to His Part.
Yeah, To Death Do His Part.
Yo,
Uh,
something serious is banging, too, man. That's a fucking.
as man,
Yeah.
that's one of Rap a Lot's greatest releases, man.
Oh, yeah, brother. Player,
Especially breaking a new
player.
hell yeah, especially breaking a new artist.
Yeah.
And then Spice One he was about to release America's Nightmare.
Whew.
Yo, that's a lot of heat.
It is, bro. That's excellent. Excellent shit right there. And Lone Amber, I agree. I love the isolated vocals. Keep your head up. Amazing. But yeah, man, I think you broke it down lovely. We're gonna be you down to kick it, Raka, talk some hip hop shit, whatever else.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah! So catch us at the same time next Sunday, episode 4 on Dear Mama, the saga of Afeni and Tupac Shakur. I highly enjoyed this episode. I'm thinking to myself, Rock. I'm like, can this get any better?
Well,
Like,
according to the trailer for the next episode,
I gotta see it.
they,
I didn't see the trailer yet.
yeah, they're going to talk about Suge and Tupac signing
Ooh,
to Death Row.
Death Row, baby. I can't wait, bro. I'm dumb excited. 20 people in the building. Open up the panel right now. Want to talk some hip hop? Um, Holla. Anything else you want to talk about? Holla. Um, there's a topic that I know me and Rocka want to touch on. Uh, no disrespect. I got mad love for this dude. I was a huge fan of the PSA hip hop podcast with Dre, Three Letter Man, and Watson. You know, they know I've been down for Jesus day one, 2017 type vibes. Um, but Watson had a controversial opinion. What was it? What was it, Raka? He said something about No Way Out from Puff in the Chronic. I don't know exactly what he said, but I'll give you the
Oh,
floor now.
he said that No Way Out is just as great of an album as The Chronic is.
Yeah, that's big bonker vibes. In my personal opinion. Uh, do I like No Way Out? Yeah, but it's because of the features, not the whole album. I like Young G's. I like Victory. I like that shit with Genuine and Twister. The mama always told me it was gonna happen, but you never told me when. That shit, fire. If I forgetting some more, but yeah, the Chronic, I like damn near every cut on there. There's no comparison in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I think, for example, like if you want to look at No Way Out as a compilation for Bad Boy's talent, okay, is Mace better than Corrupt?
Oh hell no. Not in a fucking. He
I
ain't better
mean,
than fucking Young Gotti, my nigga. No, no, no.
is Mace better than Lady of Rage?
No.
you,
No.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Mace had a better debut album than Lady of Rage, but that doesn't make him a better rapper.
And Lady Rage is dead nice.
Man, I bought her album and I was holding the pom poms for her because I'm like, man, like I was holding out hope that
Yeah.
maybe it'll be as good as I think it could be. But what struck me was that she didn't have a lot of material.
No, man. And I was hoping for a 94 album, bro. If she came out in 94, forget about it. We're looking at a classic.
Bro, because if you look at that album, it has 12 songs, but one of them is an intro and the other is a remix. So there's only 10 songs on it.
God damn.
After waiting all of that time, I was
Yeah.
kind of disappointed.
Unnecessary roughness, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I heard it like twice. I barely remember the shit. I know is it more B on there? Primo? Somebody like that is on there. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Easy Mo B, Daz, um, Premier
Yeah.
actually that uh, Premier actually he mixed a lot of those songs.
There you go. That's why I was thinking Primo. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As a matter of fact, damn, hold on. I got Lady of Rage's album. Like, how do you how do I take it off audio real quick to show
Oh,
my cassette?
you can keep it on audio. You just gotta switch on your camera. The camera icon should be there at the bottom. And you just put it on.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. There you go. There you go. Hell yeah. Rock, yo,
Uh,
Rocker. When we do Welcome to the Top Shelf episode 4, you need to be on there showing your tapes, bro.
oh, no doubt.
For real, you got your cassette collection is unbelievable.
Yo, and now not only that though, you reviewed an album. As a matter of fact, yesterday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Guess what?
Oh shit. Gave it to me sold on cassette. Yo, like I said, there's songs in there that I really like. Mostly like the West Coast sound of shit, like the shit Meech Wells did. You know? Like
Yeah,
Still a G thing is so fucking good. $20 to my name is fire. I think that's beats by the pound, but it's still fire. Um there's more shit. What I yo son, I'm a diehard fan of John B. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They Don't Know is fucking excellent. One of my favorite R&B songs of all time. But when Snoop like covered that shit, Dogs Get Lonely, fuck it. That was horse shit. I think my nigga Ricardo loves it. He said I'm bugging, but no, he bugging. That shit is dog shit.
Yo, that was
Terrible.
the Cool Relax album by
Yeah, it
John
was
B.
fantastic. Yes, 97. Mm-hmm.
Yo, I've always felt. Remember when Robin Thicke was all the rage?
Oh yeah. The UK nigga, yeah.
I said, I said this to everybody. I'm like, Robin Thicke isn't sing. He's not doing anything musically that John B hasn't done better.
Thank you.
And I
Well,
couldn't believe people were sweating Robin Thicke like that.
he ain't all that. He's not.
Like, I mean, like even like to me, Robin Thicke always struck me as a white guy that tries his hardest to fit in with black culture, black men, black women, like whatever is trendy in black culture, he tries to adopt that. I never got that impression from John B. Like John B.
Never.
always seemed like he's the cool ass dude that uh he goes to the same barbershop as we do. Like you know you could chill out, man. You can have a drink with them. Like you can
Facts.
uh you know talk whatever with them, and it never seemed like it was a put on.
Facts. I feel the same way. I know, nigga, I'm gonna get heat for this. I feel the same way about Timberlake, my guy. I'm
Yeah,
not a
I ain't mad at
Timberlake.
that.
I ain't a fan of that boy. It's not. Can he sing? Yes. My fan? Not so much. That's just me.
Yo, you remember Phil Collins and Sting?
Absolutely. I love both of them.
Bro, like they're not R&B singers, but they have songs that to me that are better than anything that Timberlake has produced that is categorized as R&B.
Thank
If
you.
that makes sense.
I love Face Value. I love No Jacket Required. You know,
Yep.
Sting. I'll be honest. I never heard a Sting album. I need to get on my Sting shit. But I love the Police. I love all them albums. You know, Zenyatta Mendata, Regata Del Blanc. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Outlandish Demore. What's that other album with
A synchronicity.
Synchronicity, Ghost in the Machine? Yeah, all that shit is fire, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
got all that shit, Raka. I got all that shit.
yeah, like I think like their second album, The Police I'm talking about, is my favorite Police album.
Regata Del Blanc, right? 79?
Yeah,
That's my favorite. That's my fucking favorite, bro. I roll a tight blunt and put on Walking on the Moon. It's done. It's done.
is that the same album with Voices in My Head?
Yes, sir.
Yo, that song is not an instrumental because there are vocals, with Sting saying, like Sting is harmonizing in the background. But I'm surprised. I mean, I love it as an instrumental and as a great uh, groove, but I'm surprised that rappers haven't sampled that, and if they have sampled it, I haven't heard it
Likewise.
because Stuart Copeland's
Oh my
snare,
God, bro. Yo,
yeah,
Stuart Copeland's one of the most vicious and incredible drummers I've ever seen in my life. That energy on that dude.
like his snare drum is so distinctive,
Facts.
and I think, and to me, like the early '80s, like between Phil Collins and Stuart Copeland, man, like
Hmm.
they pretty much redefined what a drum machine could do because the Roland 808 was pretty much a replica of what Phil Collins is doing with his kid.
Facts. Phil Collins and Genesis playing the drums.
Exactly.
Wow, like dude, just fucking incredible, man. And even Andy Summers as a guitar player, yo, that three piece was mean, you know.
Man, like we talk about Genesis, man. Like Follow Me, uh, was it Follow Me, Follow You?
The Duke Invisible Touch.
Yeah, man. Like Phil Collins' songwriting, like it truly expanded the Police. Like like Phil Collins did for the Police what Sammy Hagar did for Van Halen.
Raka, we're gonna disagree.
Well, I could be wrong. Like if I'm bugging, tell me I'm bugging.
Oh no, it's all good, bro. I just can't stand Sammy Hagar. I fucking
Oh,
hate
okay.
him. Yeah, I'm all about David Lee Roth, bro. You know
Yeah.
that I love Van Halen, but only with Diamond Dave, bro. I think Sammy Hagar is just too sappy for me. But if you got love for Sammy Hagar, bro, it's all good. You know, I
Oh
just
no. I was comparing the way that the uh I was comparing the way that the lead singers came to replace the original singers took their respective groups to higher levels of popularity
okay. I
and
get you, Rock.
acclaim.
My
Yeah,
bad, Rock.
I'm not a fan of Sammy Hagar. I, I think David Lee Roth, like he was a great vocalist.
Yes, people
It,
hate on
it
David Lee Roth, bro.
like people think like when it comes like to rock music, people think that you can just insert anyone as a front man and the band will continue, without any bumps.
Facts.
But no, David Lee Roth went out. He went on to do a solo career, that was just as good as his work with Van Halen. I can't say the
Yup.
same thing. I can't say the same about Sammy Hagar.
No, Eat 'em and Smile, bro. Like, yeah, that shit fire.
Hell
Love
yeah.
David Lee Roth. Diamond Dave of the grave, baby. Love Diamond Dave.
Yo, did you like the Chinese? Was it the Phil Collins solo album? What was it? I know it's Chinese in the title,
Oh, I never heard that one, brother.
but that album had Easy Lover on it.
Great song. I know that song.
Yeah, like I just thought like it was in the 80s, man. Like it would have been unimaginable in the 70s for Phil Collins and Philip Bailey to do a song together, considering just how segregated radio was.
Yeah.
But like it's amazing, like when people are left to their own devices and people just make music just because it feels good. Like you see what the end result is. Like I listen to Easy Lover, probably like once a month because it is such an easy listen.
Or hell yeah. Phil Collins is that dude. Face Value is my favorite shit. That and No Jacket Required.
Yeah, like man, like Phil Collins is. I don't know where he ranks in the all-time great singers. I know Rolling Stones did some list that was wacky,
Yeah, they're crazy with it.
but if you pair Phil Collins with any singer of any musical genre, he's going to hold. He's going to you know he's going to deliver you know uh, better than most.
Facts.
And as far as Sting, man, like the Sting album that I recommend the most, I love this album. It's called 10 Summoner's Tales, 1993.
Oh,
It's my
93
favorite.
coming, huh?
It's my favorite Sting album. It has "Shape of My Heart," which not sample for the message,
Oh shit.
and Juice WRLD sampled it for his song. Um Man, it has Fields of Gold, um, Epilogue, Nothing About Me. I love the lyrics to Nothing About Me. Like, to me, that's a perfect album, and I don't say that loosely. Like every album, like every song on that album is essential.
Gotta hear that, yo. I gotta hear all that nigga shit because my brother, my Larry one, if I speak Clout, he loves Sting and he always goes on about his '80s work. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
I could listen to Sting, man. Like I could listen to Sting when late in the evening at sunset and just zone out.
facts,
You know
facts.
how like sometimes I think it's good that you just listen to music, like either jazz or blues or something other than hip hop and just zone out.
That's what it's about. Like when I
Yeah.
just fucking sub resin
No much. Just got off work.
was good. Yeah, we're not just about fucking hip hop over here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why niggas stop bouncing. Once you talk about fucking anything else that's not rap, niggas stop leaving. But I don't
I
give a
can't do
fuck.
that.
I've been a metalhead since I was 10 years old. I've been a rockhead since I was 10. You know? So yeah, if it ain't R&B is the only thing you can talk about on this channel, niggas stay. But you get into that metal rock bag, niggas is out. But it's all good. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna pretend to be a nigga I ain't. So it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, I
And
love
also,
rock and metal just as much as hip hop. That's
So do
my
I.
thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, man. Like sometimes, like sometimes, like I've had periods where I've listened to nothing but hip hop for as long as 2 months, and then after a while, I need a break, man.
Facts, yo.
Yeah.
How many niggas and bitches and motherfuckers you can listen can hear, bro? You know, it is what it is. Like,
Especially when you've been around like your elders, like
hell yeah.
if you've had like a very good conversation with um with an elder, that uh where you talk about serious things and you gain a better perspective about yourself and the world around you. Not to be philosophical, but you start
Raka, you can cut out, bro.
Oh damn.
Oh, good. I thought it was me. We back.
Nah, we broke up.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, now, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, it's important to have elders in your life that you respect, man.
Hell yeah.
Like Papa Wu.
Oh,
you
fuck.
know.
RIP Papa Wu. Even though I fast forward that nigga whole speech on Wu-Tang Forever, but RIP all day. You know what I'm saying?
I think we're all guilty of that, man.
And I had the cassette. I had no choice, man. You know?
I mean, like if you fast forward it on cassette, like you would go too far, then you have to rewind.
Yeah, it was hell, dog.
It was just better just to let it play, and then when you hear rapping begin, then you know go back to it.
Once the Reunited starts, it's a fucking rap. Feel me?
Yeah,
So,
that's where I start the album every time.
I gotta be honest, man. Like this is going to be an unpopular opinion.
oh shit. What's
I
popping?
would like I hate whoever is singing Wu Tang motherfucker. Oh my god, man! It's like nails on a blackboard.
Well, it's Wu, mother. I had that shit.
Yeah, that
I'll be
part.
honest. I never liked it, but I never bothered me as much to fucking be mad about it. But I
I mean,
can't argue with it. I'm not gonna
I always
defend
liked it.
it.
I mean, it's like who else am I listening to? Am I listening to like the Cellar Dwellers or something? Like,
Shout out to Sellers Brothers, by the way. Shout out to fucking Ugg and Phantasm, man. Oh man, that fucking Realms of Reality, bro.
mm-hmm.
Niggas don't talk about that, son. And it's on my favorite record label of all time. I fucking love Realms of Reality, bro. Like you got Ugg with like the kind of like Rockness Monster, Lord Have Mercy voice, and you got Phantasm with his, you know, Unorthodox flow, but oh man, those dudes are incredible.
One of the illest duos ever, man.
Thank you, brother. Yes. Niggas never heard that album. Look it up. Cellar Dwellers, Drums and Reality on Loud Records, 1996. Fucking phenomenal record.
Yo, I think Loud may be the best record label of the 90s.
It's my favorite label ever. It raised me.
Yeah, man.
There's certain things that I would just have to be in my life. That's Black Sabbath, Wu-Tang, and Loud Records. And as of late, Griselda. Yeah, that's my life. You know?
I think Rage would have been a better fit on Loud than Death Row.
Who, Lydia Rage?
Yeah.
Her album would have came out, for sure.
I mean, like, bro, I think Loud would have given her higher priority, and I think Gangstar Foundation would have given her high priority.
Ooh, that'd be fire. Have Bahamadia with Rage.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fucking fire.
Yo, that would be like the boom bap 1-2 punch to go against Lil Kim and Foxy.
Oh God, Mafioso versus Boom Bap type shit.
For real, like you got VA in Philly versus Brooklyn.
Hell yeah, bro.
Collage
Lydia Rage,
is a great album.
good, bro. Collage, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Through the Hard Way, all that shit fire, bro. That's a great album.
What was it? Total Rex on there. The Spontaneity.
And Total Records from '94. I love that song, and I thought it was dope that they included it on Collage, because a lot of times, like when you have like an older song, like the A&R may figure, hey, we can make new material, but they're like, hey, this is a banger. It was, I think, like a white label.
Yeah, 12-inch probably.
Yeah, so I think they figured, it was a white label. Let's put it on this album to give it greater exposure.
And you can't really tell. It doesn't bother me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Google's production. Google really did a great job producing Bahamadia.
Yeah.
The bass on that beat is so dark.
My thing is this, like, I know this is like a boom bap's fucking wet dream, and niggas just, you can't talk shit about this album. It's like fucking praise. I love the album. Don't get it twisted. But Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous, it came out 9.5, but that shit sound like 9.3. It sound dated as fuck. It does. That's just me. Yeah. But I love it.
Like the A&R, like Lord Finesse was saying, like the A&R in Columbia, he really was enamored with Big L's horrorcore style, like songs like Double Sun.
That shit's fucking crazy.
That should have been on the album.
Yeah. So like Lord Finesse was saying, like the earlier songs had clearance samples issues, so they just his buzz was rising so much. Let's just get something out to the streets.
Word, because that shit sound like it was recorded in 93, maybe 94.
You know what? Like, which version of MVP do y'all prefer? The original or the remix?
OG.
What about you, Rez?
For the OG.
Damn, I actually prefer the remix, man. Because the original has the same sample that was used on the remix of One More Chance, and for some reason, like the original, it seemed like it was lacking something. Like lyrically, Big L has never slacked, but I just feel like the original, that piano loop, it just sounded like a song to get to another song on lifestyles.
Yeah.
And the remix. The only thing about the remix, I prefer it only because of how much I didn't like the original. But the remix is so damn bright sonically, man. Like I don't know, that might be more dated than the original.
I love the
Mhm.
album. Don't get it twisted. I love the album, but 95, that's my favorite year in hip hop. And that has 95 sounds like 95. Let's keep it a buck. You listen to fucking Daz Effects, you know what I'm saying? Hold It Down. That's 95 all day, baby. That's 95. That's boom bap 95 royalty. You listen to Lifestyles, like this should have been around 94 or 93, damn near. You know? I love it though, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I love the album, but it sounds way more like 94.
Yeah. Nothing bad about that. It's not a whack album by any stretch of the imagination. I love that album. Do you think Go ahead, Raka?
Do you think Masculine sounds like a poor man's Big L? Hell no.
No, I like Matt Skills. Even though Matt Skills fronted on me and they give me an interview, bitch ass nigga said that he's busy. Nigga, you make one song a year. Like he said he'll be there. He said he agreed to it, right? And then when we were about to do it, the nigga was like, "Oh, I'm recording a song." Bitch, nigga, you're not. But yeah,
fucking rappers.
that from where? Fire. I'm not gonna front on that album. That's fire.
Yeah, the head nod factor.
Yeah, that shit crazy. I got that album too. I got a physical. That bitch.
Yeah, to me, like Matt Skills, like he was a great freestyle MC. Like that's why he battled Supernatural. I think Big L is his greatness lies in his prowess as a writer. Like Matt Skills, like he was, freestyling, and he had like his wit was totally unique.
Supernatural has one of my favorite fucking songs of all time. Buddha Blessed It.
Mm.
Oh my god, Buddha Blessed It 96. Fucking incredible. That beat is beautiful. I said it before. I like anything with a xylophone on it. No, that's my favorite instrument used in hip hop, probably besides drums. Like, Nas, One Love, what's that Gunna Big L, that Big Luther freestyle, Sadat X, Wild Cowboys, like anything that has that in there, I am a fucking sucker. Yep, a loose type of show. Anything that has that, bro, I'm fucking all about it.
Understand by Helter Skelter.
Yeah,
xylophone.
we were just Unc. Yeah. We were just talking about Understand the other day with Helter Skelter, my nigga. Because Unc was talking about soldiers going psycho. And I said, understand. Like, understand. I'll say the story real quick. Understand made me talk to a fucking stranger at 11 years old. Okay? It was it was at the park. And this dude with dreads, he had like Daz Effects style dreads, had a boombox and was playing it. And my uncle walked into the store and I went up to him and said, "What are you playing?" And he showed me the Nocturnal cassette. And I had to know what it was. That Understand, I heard it blaring out the speakers, and I fell in love with it. That's my introduction to Helter Skelter, man. Incredible song.
Yo, Understand is on side one. You had Understand, Let the Brains Blow.
Let the Brains Blow is fucking fire, bro.
Sean Price.
I don't care anymore. More shit, fire,
man. For real, like, damn, like this is gonna like Duck Down had an embarrassment of riches, man, because like I can't decide who I like more, Smith and Wesson or Helter Skelter.
Ooh, yeah, the Shining is a motherfucker. That's Timberland boots, that's ski mask. That's fucking North Face.
What did text say? Tim's is what something about ass kicking holidays or
Timberland. Tim's season for ass kicking reasons, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, because I always wondered, like, why do New Yorkers wear Timberlands even during the summer. So when I
Yo,
heard Babylon, it was like, okay, now it makes sense.
niggas got the shorts with the Timbos. You feel me?
Cause y'all remember Strapped, the movie.
Absolutely. I fucking love Strap.
There's a scene where Das Effects they're meeting Bamboo
Oh,
on the block,
Bamboo's that guy. Yeah. Pedro.
and they was wearing like leather jackets uh with black jean shorts and Timberlands. And I'm like, okay, so let me get this straight. Like you're warm, you, like your upper body is warm, but your lower body is cold. Like that didn't make any sense to me. But then you just learn to accept it like big like LL Cool J, with the rolled up pants leg.
Facts, son.
You just accept it.
LO had me doing that shit when I was 10 years old, bro. Straight up. Because I used to watch his corny ass show in the
In the
house.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love L. And Mr. Smith, oh, fucking fire. My second favorite LL album. I just wish Lounging the remix was on there with Total. That's my shit.
He had a tribute to hip hop on that Mr. Smith album. That's my favorite song on that album.
Hell yeah, that's a great tune. That album fire, bro. So good.
Yeah, like actually, I'll be honest, man. Like LL Cool J has always been kind of topsy turvy because, like, I don't understand how you could put out a single as whack ass Phenomenon.
Oh my god, son. And that's right after Mr. Smith.
Yeah, that was 97.
Yeah, terrible. I fucking hate that album. I like two songs on that album, son. 4321 and About Fatherhood or something like that. I can't remember. It's been fucking years. I'm gonna Google it right now so I can get the name of that damn tune, but I think it's just called Father. Simple as that.
Yeah. I think like LL is so great that like that we just kind of set aside the whack songs.
Oh, he has tons of whack shit. Unfortunately,
like remember Hairsprung?
Oh fuck, man. 04, I think. Yeah, fucking terrible.
Like the entire song is based on Timbaland's hook. Like, as a matter of fact, man, I think the rapping gets in the way of the song itself.
That boy had the nerve to say, "They call me Big Ellie." Fuck.
Like who called LL Cool J Big Ellie back then?
I know, bro. What the fuck? Wild whack. I'm all about Mama Said Knock You Out album. Marley Marl doing the production. I'm all about I love Bad. I love Bigger and Deffer. Radio's fire. Mr. Smith, of course. I even like the Go album. Walking Like a Panther's hit or miss like a month. There's some really whack shit on there. But yeah, I'm a big LO fan. But yeah, some of this shit's fucking just terrible. Let's keep it 1,000.
13 Shots to the Dome.
Oh, that's a great album. Underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated album from LO. Thanks for mentioning that, Raka. Yeah. 9-3. It just turned 30 years old. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I just posted that too not so long ago.
Yeah, I think like LL from 90 to 95 was really him at his prime, at his best.
Absolutely.
Even when he was making movies.
Yo. Love LL, man, from back in the day. You got any questions in the chat? Usually you'll got some good questions like album versus album, whatever the fuck. Chop it up.
Yeah, you heard the new Bill album?
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, what's on there?
I think it's a tad bit too long, but it's fire.
Yeah, it's like 23 songs. Let me pull up the track list because I was bumping that at work today.
Hour and like fucking 10 minutes long too.
Yeah.
Man, you know who I've been listening to?
Who's that, brother?
I've been listening to a lot of Sibo, man.
Sibo. Oh man, dog. Like Tales from the Crypt and Gas Chamber. Till my casket drops, bro. Fucking fire.
Cause I was like, I started listening to Sibo lately because I was thinking about like Beanie Siegel. Like, what prevented Beanie Siegel from having a longer career? And
Like
I'm like,
that jail shit.
but the thing is though, like Sibo went through the same thing, if not, well, I can't say worse, but Sibo he went to jail. He was jailed for the content of his lyrics.
Yup. On that album too, I think.
Till my casket drop.
Yeah.
I was like, because I like when people like somebody asked me, a friend of mine, like why do you into Sibo? Like what makes him dope? And I said, Sibo is Ice Cube if he was a gangbanger.
It's a great way of putting it, bro.
Because Sibo's voice, it's similar to Ice Cube, but like that, like when I listen to Sibo, like I'm hearing every element of gangster rap from Ice-T to MC Ren, Cube.
Talk about underrated. Yeah.
Yo, like I had no idea there was even a hip hop scene in Sacramento. That's how I learned about Marvelous and West Coast Mafia.
Oh yeah. Yeah, glad you like Sibo, bro. That's my guy. Love Sibo.
I mean, Sibo did with West Coast Mafia what Tech Nine did with Strange Music.
Yep.
And to do it independently when you're not from New York or LA, man, like whenever these hip hop lists come up, I just ignore it, man, because like we were talking about Jim Jones the other day. Man, when it comes to Jim Jones, he references all of this gang stuff. Man, like he couldn't fuck with Sibo no matter who goes through for him. And Jim Jones is more celebrated for average bars about being a blood than somebody like Sibo. I don't understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sibo gets no love, bro. Niggas sleep on Sibo. Listen to fucking, Tales from the Crypt. Listen to my casket drops, Gas Chamber. Autopsy EP, shit like that, bro.
Yo, that 40 and Sibo joint from Till My Casket Drop. Man, like
crazy.
Man, if you want to hear like E40 at his most gangster and not the funny style, hyphy, comedic stuff, some of his best work in that mode is with Sibo.
Like I think me and Steve was talking about it. Like to me, that to my Casket Drops album, that's like Bay Area mob music. You know what I'm saying? Like mafioso version of the East Coast shit. That shit is so fire.
Like and Sibo, like he been to jail ever since he was 10, in and out of the system.
Yeah.
Like so when I hear about when you see like these so-called tough guys, thugging on the net, man, I just laugh at that because like Sibo, he lived it, he spit about it, he makes money talking about it, but he never gets caught in dumb stuff.
Facts. Like now, I heard his music. It's not that good, but 90s Sibo all fucking day. I'm riding with that shit.
And Mozzie, I like Mozzie.
I fucking love Mozzie, bro.
Yo,
blah da da, fire.
And the ill thing is like that new era, New King joint.
Yeah,
I like it, even though he's going at Sibo and brother.
Oh, you got them niggas hard, bro.
Yo, it's like on one hand, I like it because I like the bravado, but then I'm like, damn, man, like Sibo was actually doing what you're talking about when you was only a glint in your mother's eyes.
That's facts. That's fact.
But Sibo did kill him with that body for body diss song. I mean, Sibo, whatever age he is, like he wasn't gonna let Mozzie, fuck him over.
I think Mozzie's like Mozzie, G Perico, niggas like that. Larry June.
Mm-hmm.
They're the West Coast of the 90s, but now, and I fucking love Mozzie, bro. Fucking amazing.
Like, it's interesting, G Perico, he's from Compton, but he's like what MC8 was to us in the 90s.
Facts, bro.
And Mozzie is to Sacramento what Sibo was to a lot of us in the 90s. So it's interesting, the generation gap.
Yeah.
And Mozzie, I got to give him credit. At least he manned up and said, look, this is why I think I'm better than you, and I don't care. I don't care about your rep. Like, he's staking a claim in the sand, like, this is who I am and this is what I'm about. Yeah, so many people just throw stones and hide their hands.
Yeah, I thought Mozzie won that. In my personal opinion, I love Sibo, but Mozzie got him. I'm gonna answer this question: what's a rap group that came out in the 90s/2000s that became forgotten? I would say Dead Prez. Because that Let's Get Free is fucking phenomenal. I wish they weren't forgotten. Shout out to Stickman.
And Lord Jamar, he produced a lot of their songs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Fucking love Dead Prez, bro. All City, that's a good one, Adam. All City Crew. The Actual, what a fucking song that is.
Damn, I'm going to date myself, man. But, man, like, the Twins. Warren G's Warren G signed them.
Conversation, right?
Yeah. Came out on Def Jam.
#1 draft pick. That song is fucking gangster shit.
Yo, I like the Twins, like, man, like not my memory's been jogged because the Twins, Dove Shack.
Oh, I love that. Summertime in fucking LBC.
Absolutely, from the show soundtrack.
Fantastic, yes.
Man, you remember Josh Skills?
Josh Skills?
Yeah, they were female rappers signed to Warren G's production company. They were on the last song of Regulate.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah.
Oh, just remember the voices on that album. Yeah. I'm not down.
Like Warren G. Man, Warren G was more patient with them than he had to, because like they was complaining. The Josh Skills wanted Warren G to pay for their hair, pay for their clothes, and Warren G is like, I'm not doing that for the Twins. I'm not doing that for Dove Shack. I'm not doing that for y'all. And they played themselves by pretty much getting a release. They got the release from his production company, and they haven't been heard from since.
Going on 30 years, bitch.
Yo, at least with Dove Shack and the Twins, man.
They got great album.
Exactly, man. And Summertime in the LBC,
oof.
Man, like I think you go on YouTube, I think it may have like 2 million hits, so they at least are remembered.
Ooh.
It's like if you mention Josh Skill, it's like that's like a Jeopardy question.
Yeah, that's why I didn't hit me when you asked me about him. I'm like, yeah, who that bitch?
Hell yeah.
Real Live, I love Real Live. Larry O, motherfucking K Def, classic. What up, Rez? You gonna say?
I got one for y'all on that forgotten 90s group. I was telling Raka about them a few weeks ago, but one group I think needs to get more recognition nowadays is the Goats. They're out of Philly from the early 90s. Their album Tricks of the Shade is fucking amazing. It's just, that is like dark, dirty basement shit, and it's like political. Like they go all like fucking great album.
All right, I'm gonna. Is it like a black guy, a couple of white boys? I can't remember. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I remember I seen the video and
Yep.
I thought it was fucking garbage. But this is years ago. I might like it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think
give
it
it
was
another shot.
America or something like that. Is that
Typical American. That's what it was called.
there you go. Okay, yeah. They had some fucking video where I was like, this shit is fucking terrible. But then again, I was back when I was just a mean motherfucker. You know, nothing really changed. But I'll give it a listen. You know, I probably had the wrong guys. I'm just gonna Google it, see if I'm talking about the right motherfuckers real quick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, this is it.
Maryland.
It's a black guy. Yeah, and like 2 white boys. Yeah, I thought that shit was trash back in the day. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give it another listen. Blase. Fuck yeah, bro. You kidding me? That blah 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 album, fucking fire. Crew from 9-7, yo. That typical American joint was amazing. Shout out to Adam Resin, he said that's just amazing.
He knows what's up.
Mobility in the building. Yo, Steve, my fucking right hand, the motherfucking speak your clout, fucking the nigga that started this shit, bro. You want to hop on? There's a link if you got time, brother. Yardcore, that was my shit. And mind you, Resin, I was a teenager when I seen that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it. I used to not like ASAP Rock. Now I love ASAP Rock. I used to not like Kool Keith that much. Now I love Kool Keith. You know, but I always love Ultramagnetic. I couldn't get into that Dr. Octagon at first. You know, this is back when I was listening to more gangster shit. I love it now. Yeah, as a grown man, I love that shit. Bush Babies. Yup, I remember Bush Babies. A lot of forgotten about niggas is dope, man. We just talking about Cellar Dwellers, man.
Man, I remember. Y'all remember? Like, what's the protege of a big rapper that we all felt was gonna blow up but never did?
Oh, you got the ill questions, bro. Rocking with the ill shit. Almighty RSO, I love their second album on Rap A Lot. That shit is fire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate Benzino, but that shit is hardcore shit. Love that fucking album. Oh, Bleak's a good one. Especially when, they were saying he's a new improved Jay-Z. That was fucking wild. But that's a good question. For me, Raka, I would say Cadillac Ta.
Yeah, Pop City was
that
fire.
Yo, Raka, that's back when the nigga was rocking do-rags. That's back when bitches was rocking jersey dresses.
The big t-shirts.
The big white tees. The fucking that's back when I was sneaker crazy. I was a sneaker head back then. I love that song to death. If they would have dropped the fucking Cadillac Ta album, it would have been a classic. Cause I was talking about this yesterday. I'm a big Ja Rule fan. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. And every time I hear Cadillac Ta on those albums, he was killing shit. Black Child too. Black Child was dope. Nothing but gangster shit them niggas spit.
I think
you said Drag On. Yeah, Drag On, man.
I think Cadillac Ta. I think because Irv Gotti was so short-sighted, he didn't believe in doing mixtapes, and he didn't want to put out an album that didn't go platinum. But the thing is, which I never understood, I would think that Irv Gotti as an executive would understand this. Like you have Ja Rule, that's your cash cow. Like whatever you think you're not going to sell, like Ja Rule will make up the difference. But Cadillac Ta would have went gold. Cadillac Ta is not going to be he's not going to be a pop artist. But what made Cadillac Ta was his street edge, and people loved what he represented.
Right.
Facts,
Now,
brother.
Black Child was something else, man. like I love Black Child's his diss on his diss to 50 Cent on um Wangsta.
Oh, he killed him, son.
Wait, what he say? Don't make me stab you up. Don't make me stab you up. I already gunned you down, or something like that.
I want to
Your whole
introduce my
career is a
mother.
publicity stunt. Before I kill you and give you the publicity you want.
What you want? Yeah. Yo, in the building, the Marvellarity won. My fucking brother, my road dog.
Yo, what
How
it
you
do?
doing,
What
my
it
brother?
do? I'm chilling,
Chilling,
man. What's
chilling.
good with y'all, man?
Chilling, politicking on a Sunday night, my guy. Shout out to my nigga
Word.
Trevor
Yeah, man.
Park in the fucking building.
Peace to the chat.
Hell yeah, it's my guy right there. Yeah, we just talking rap shit. We reviewed that Dear Mama, episode 3, which is the greatest Pac documentary I've ever seen in my fucking life. I've been saying that all over social media. And when I say something like that, you should take account to it because I don't take shit lightly.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know that.
absolutely.
I don't give praise that easily. So yeah, keep that shit.
Nah, definitely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely want to beat that. It's on is it on FX or Hulu?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both. FX at like what time will come on, Raka? Like 10?
It comes on at 10 o'clock every Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Hulu, which I catch it on. I have that FX as well, but I fucking hate commercials. So I wait till it goes on Hulu, you feel me?
Word.
What up, crew? Chicago in the building. Was Goody, my guy? You fuck with who went 5 back in the 2000s? Nah, I don't know that nigga. I don't know who that is, but I know who Tone Deaf is. I don't know Pac FM, but I know Cunning Linguist. I love Cunning Linguist. Dope shit right there.
Yeah.
Man, you know who I thought was going to blow up more than they did? Sally Cell, man.
Sally Cell, my boy. Yo, Killer Cali. He for that ass. The G Files from '98.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like the remix to It's Going Down.
Got Mac 10 on that bitch, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like, I thought like E40 should have went last.
Word.
You know, like if you listen to the song, it's like you got Forte, then you got Sully Cell, then you got Be Legit and E40. Mac 10's verse is okay, but I just like the way E40, was flowing. Like that would have been the perfect way to cap it. Yeah.
And I was watching Gridlock Rock.
Yeah, Sick With It Records.
Yeah, Sick With It. Hell yeah. I love Sick With It, bro. I was watching Gridlock. I gotta peep the Killer Cali flyer, my nigga. I gotta peep that shit.
Yeah, it's the album poster is on the is across the street. It's on the same side of the street as the police officers when the cops was looking at Stretch and Spoon.
Fucking love Gridlock so much. That's my comfort movie. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I love that shit, bro. Quote that shit for
Those
days.
soundtracks too.
Yeah, yo, son, never had a friend like me. Come on, bro. And now that I watch the sky, I take another breath. I smoke my Newport to the butt like it's the last motherfucker left. Oh, man. Love that shit.
Yo, I thought like, what's the song that Sam Snead had on the Gridlock soundtrack? Heroin?
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought, like, now that I know what really happened at the Death Row Christmas party, man, like I can just imagine like we're going to include this song on the soundtrack and we're going to give you, some steak to cover up your black eye for it. Yo, they did that nigga grimy, man.
That better recognize though. That shit fire off the Murder Was the Case.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
Yo, I always thought that was Dre that produced it.
Was it?
No, it was Sam Sneed that produced it,
Oh,
but
word.
at the time I thought Dre had produced it.
Yo, Idol, I agree with you. Royal Flush, Move the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, thought they had next. I love all three of them.
Oh man,
I think Smooth and Trig have one of the most inventive and great flows in that broken language, bro. I can't get enough of that shit.
I fucking lose
Snip
every time I hear I'll do that too.
Yeah, that shit crazy good.
Like when on nonfiction when Ill Bill does that on Cult Leader.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Cult Leader. What the
Fucking
fuck? Cult?
crazy.
Oh man, that broken language flow is so fucking dope.
Oof.
Man, remember Militainment, Nori's record label?
Yeah, mate, them niggas were bums. We reviewed the Nori album. I was kind of shitting on them niggas a little bit.
Yo, that like to me, that's like when, that's like when like labels were like giving, like rappers their own record, their own imprint, and they just sign anybody from their block.
Yeah,
Like,
yo,
God,
I got
that was terrible. Yeah,
I got a nigga that can roll my weed. I'ma sign him.
yeah. Yo, like he's the guy that drive you to your court cases.
No,
Make sure I get to court on time.
I love Noriega. What's the name of that shit? Sometimes.
Oh, no, that shit.
And Mussolini said, "I cock and pop through in the air for my niggas not here." He did a good job on that. But other than that, yeah, them niggas fucking booty. Oh man, my brother, my ace of broken language.
Broken language for me, man.
Yeah, but my brother, my ace is fucking fire. But yeah, I go broken language.
Yeah, y'all remember? Man, remember when DMS had a record label? Was it Bloodline?
Bloodline. Yeah.
And he had like his lead artist was the light skinned dude. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about, right?
I remember at the end of Great Depression, there was a freestyle session and shit was fucking fire, though. I will say that.
Oh, love that shit.
Yeah.
They don't want no problem.
They don't want no problem. Yeah. Woo! That shit fire, Steve.
Yeah, I think like there's certain people in artist crews that sign to record labels that don't deserve it, man. Like,
was that what it was, Raka? Bazaar Royale? Was that the dude?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, shout to Adam, man.
Like, I don't know, like maybe he was saving them from the streets or whatever. Like, I like, to me, it was at that point that I realized that, niggas, dudes signing their homeboy off the street, to a record deal, like maybe that was like enough for them to not, sell dope for a while, but we all know they went back to the streets because they didn't have what it took to even. I don't know. I never liked Bazaar Royale, to be honest, man. Like I was like of all of the people in that truly got talent, man. Like, why that dude? You know what I mean?
Wasn't that nigga Young Bird getting his chain snatched left and right from niggas, bro? Like,
yeah, in Chicago.
Yeah. What's been on your?
As a matter of fact, Trick. As a matter of fact, Trick had his chain, and it was like he was doing a tour all across the country, man.
Nigga chain did a tour, son. Oh man.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Steve, what's been on your playlist as of late, bro? I know you bump shit on shuffle. I'm just what you been listening to?
Yes, there's a lot of Bay Area stuff.
Bay shit.
Yeah, Bay shit, man.
We were just talking about Steve-O.
Oh yeah, Steve-O, JT the Bigger Figure, that whole Get Low Players, all that shit. That's what I've been listening to. Shit like
Going
that.
in the lab, nigga.
Oh man, I need that. I need all that shit.
That's fire, man.
Yeah. Them shits, man. That shit goes for because those albums were like, they were only sold like regionally.
Yep.
So they you couldn't really get them like outside of California or like the West Coast and shit. It's like crazy, but them shits are fire, man.
That's true, because back in the day when I would go to get albums and I seen
Yeah.
something like that in the Sauce magazine and the album cover caught my eye, I didn't see that shit at all.
Yeah.
Probably if Priority Records was a distributor, I would see something like that there. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
nothing like that.
The only time I would see albums like that might have been at the mom and pop store.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
yeah.
you would have to pay more for it,
Yep.
but they'll order it on back order
Mm-hmm.
because it was pointless going to like a Sam Goody or Warehouse Music because like they only cover like the national stuff, but like for for stuff from the Bay Area, stuff from Texas,
Yeah.
you had to order it through a mom and pop.
Like for example, like the Hitman joined the Solo Creep album. Like he Black Sea from RBL Posse, he released that album on his own record label. He sold that shit like independently. So he said that from the sales from that album was how he was able to get his first house.
That's gangster.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that whole crew.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love RBL.
Hitman.
Ruthless by Law from 1994 is one of the greatest albums I ever heard.
Oh my god, feels so good to be a gangster. Heavy rotation for me.
I put his mortuary number on his page. Shit is fucking fire, bro. That's spice shit, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Hey yo,
I love that album.
Hey yo, Steve, we were talking about that fucking #1 draft pick on that fucking the Twins, my nigga. The first round draft pick joint.
Say it again.
The Twins conversation, that first round draft pick, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, that's my shit. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, man,
I love that song.
Let's talk about the Dub Shack too.
Yeah, I prefer the Dub Shack over the Twins. That's just me personally. But the Twins album was dope. Yeah, that shit. And what's crazy is first round draft pick was actually on the Jason Lyrics soundtrack.
Dope ass movie. Dope ass soundtrack, yo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Dub Shack they had a greater upside than the Twins. And
for sure.
But like the Twins, they could truly rhyme. But
yeah,
I mean, like Bo Rock, he's one of the dopest vocalists from that era, man. Like, like to me, I always admired how Bo Rock and Nate Dogg, they came from the same hood, you know, the same city, Long Beach, and they were able to, you know, go on and make history. It's a shame that they didn't have better solo careers. Cause I got the G-Funk Classics album by Nate Dogg, which was a compilation of everything they had recorded on Death Row. But if imagine if Suge would have made, you know, Lady of Rage and Nate Dogg a priority before they signed Tupac.
Joe Hooker on Black Rob Life Story. Yeah, man, he's dope on the hooks.
I mean, yeah, Black Rob's first album is absolutely. I actually like Black Rob's third album, Game Tested Streets Approved, more, but if there's no denying.
Really?
Yeah, I like Game Tested Streets Approved.
That's the first.
Yeah, I never heard that album, bro.
It was on Duck Down.
Yeah.
Yo, like Peep Celebration. But hey, I love Life Story just the same.
Yeah, that's my shit.
What's your thoughts on the second album, the Black Rob Report?
God,
I love that album.
Raka has everything.
Oh God. What are you gonna say, man?
We're gonna ask him, Steve?
No. I thought Rock was gonna say something about the Black Rob report.
Oh,
Like, what was his thoughts?
I thought the Rob report was actually a marked improvement on Life Story because I felt like there was some like to me it felt like Puff had kind of cut the what do you call it, the handcuffs off of Black Rob. Like he had greater creative control,
Right.
and like on the first album, I mean, there's some songs that, for example, man, I didn't like the joint with Puffy, Mark Curry, G-Dep, and Mace. It's like to me, I would rather have Black Rob, G-Dep, and Mace. I don't need Puffy and Mark Curry. It's like when it's like when you have something. It's like when you're making stew, and you got the ingredients. It's perfect, but you figure, hey, let me add something that let me add something else to make it even spicier. Like no, man, you just ruin the dish.
Right.
Like if you really think about it, like Black Rob, G-Dep, and Mace, they were the three best signees after Biggie. Like, why do I want to hear Mark Curry?
That dude's trash. I agree with you, Raka. This is a classic '98 question. Cruz Chicago got for us. He says, "Method Man break up to make up, so Redman the goodness."
The goodness
for me.
The goodness too. That beat is fucking stupid. Super fire. Yes.
Yeah, that shit is hard, yo.
And Red fucking floated on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the fuck out. Fuck the fuck yeah, nigga. That's fucking classic.
Great album too.
I love fucking the Doc's Name record. '98, bro. That shit is fucking flames.
That was my introduction to Redman, actually.
Word?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, to me that was the last great Redman album because after that came out Practice.
Oh god.
Oof.
It was like I think Blackout was like Method. I think that was like Redman's his curtain call to all of us that loved his work in the 90s, man.
Yes, Blackout is so fucking good too, bro. Incredible.
The first one.
The first record, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
99, yeah.
Serial Killer on there.
Yo. Run for Cover with Ghost and Street Life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Casa.
Son, that's me playing PlayStation 1, smoking weed. Yeah, good times. Rocking fucking FUBU jerseys.
Yeah, that's Jamal.
Yo. The fucking the smoky jewel case.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I joked the other day with Mike that Redman could have replaced You God in Wu-Tang.
Oh man.
I agree, bro. Killer Sin as well. I like You God. Man. Like You God's nasty on like verses, but that album is just trash. I like a couple of tracks. I know y'all like that album. Ross loves that album.
I don't really like that album except for one song.
I like Rumbo and That's Gangsta. That's what that's called.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Keep that song, fuck the rest of it.
And then, oh my, yo, I swear to God, like You guys sounded like a Boogaloo from back in the day on the opening track. I thought I was listening to like Breaking.
Oh yeah, it's terrible, bro.
Man, and then like You guys always had the nerve to complain about RZA, man, and then you shit on Killer Army, by saying, yo, man, like Killer Army by themselves has a better career than You Got, man.
Facts. Especially like
Yeah.
PR terrorists and fucking Killer Sin.
Yeah.
Illest niggas there.
Absolutely.
You know?
Silent Weapons
I never
destroys
liked
that.
Knife Prince.
What happened?
No, I said I never liked Knife Prince. I always thought he was whack.
Oh, he's whack, bro. RZA's brother, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he trash.
The Silent Weapons album destroys that Golden Arms album.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
It fucking sounds like it was made in '95.
So fucking good.
Yeah, some of the songs were recorded around that time, like 90, like probably late '95. I think "Swinging Sword," I think was recorded in '95, and I think
Yeah.
the majority of it was recorded in '96. So it definitely has that mid to late '90s kind of vibe, but more like mid '90s, like '96, like that vibe to it.
That's how the Wu is supposed to sound.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Killer Sin is one of the greatest rappers I ever heard in my fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mhm.
the flow,
Yeah.
his cadence, his delivery, bravado, everything is just a 10. Fucking shame what happened to him.
I know.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's total bullshit.
Stay out the fucking streets, nigga. You know?
Shit, bro, man.
You got talent.
What do y'all prefer, Cream Team or Theodore Unit?
Oh shit. Two weak ass. Ghost is my man. So I'll probably say Theodore because I do like Kappa was in Theodore, you know, and I love Kappa. Solomon Childs is okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
Trife
that white.
Strife is dope.
Yeah, Trife is really dope.
Yeah.
Sean Wiggs, ugh. Fucking vanilla Ghostface.
What was the other group? It was Theodore Unit, and who was the other group they mentioned?
You said Cream Team?
Yeah. Raekwon's crew.
Oh, they suck.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, they changed. I think they changed their name to Ice Water or some shit like that.
That was on that fucking Lex Diamond's record, right?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
vocal, like yeah. They actually had out because I remember I went to Rock the Bells back in 07
Yeah.
in Miami, and they were actually there. They performed, and they were so whack. And they just dropped the album called I think Polluted Water, and that shit was so trash. It is bad. It's
But
bad.
that's the perfect name for them.
Yeah,
Polluted Water.
exactly.
Rock is
man.
hilarious, bro. Terrible, bro.
Yeah, they're garbage, man.
And then on top of that, there was another whack subgroup. Remember when you got put out Dopium?
Yeah, I never heard that.
But
album.
the Scramblers.
Things about that.
He had a group called the Scramblers, man.
It's the
Yeah,
Scramblers.
Hillside Scramblers.
God.
I forgot about them.
Yo, I remember they were on the you got put out a documentary around the time he put out Dopium, and he was they were being interviewed and they were spitting, and I'm like, if this is supposed to excite us about buying their music, this ain't working, man.
Damn, son.
Like to me, the reason why this only makes RZA look even better is because RZA was able to take 9 dudes from Shaolin with very little money to record, very little money to pay them, for an advance, and he got them to multi-platinum success. The Scramblers, American Cream Team, and Theodore Unit didn't even come close to even scratching the surface of what RZA did.
Not at all.
Yeah.
They all thought they could do it without RZA.
The illest side niggas is like Method Man, Street Life, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Carlton Fifth.
I love Street Life. Yeah, Carlton Fisk. One time he appeared on the fucking album.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that nigga at?
Y'all even rock with Wu Syndicate.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
yeah. They're from Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
That Wu Renegades album is fucking fire, bro.
Yeah, Maya Lansky.
1999.
Maya Lansky, Joe Mafia, right, Steve?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They did
99.
it, man. They did it right though, man. It's something between Hillside Scramblers, Theodore Unit, and Cream Team. They didn't get the memo when it came to whatever Wu Syndicate did right.
You know what I think is just fucking just trash. Kind of like, you know, their version of a fucking side project. Or not side project, but like, I guess, affiliate. Camp Clik, the representatives.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like it was so underwhelming, man. It's like I don't know. I couldn't believe Buckshot and Drew High got behind it.
Give me fucking Black Moon, Helter Skelter,
Yeah.
Smith and Wesson, original gun clappers, because I love Sterang. That nigga
Mhm.
dead nice.
Yeah, yeah.
To me, the nicest goes fucking Sean Price. When I was a kid, I would say Rock. But Sean
Yeah.
Price, Rock, fucking Sterang. Those are like my top three of the crew. I know Steel and Tech is up there, Buckshot's up there, but Sterang one is just
Yeah.
dead nice to me.
Yeah, that no
Yeah,
fear joint.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that shit.
Sterang.
I'm surprised Sarang never put out an album, like a solo album.
Oh, he should have. Commercial rap, get the gun clap.
Day after day.
Yes, sir.
Fire, bro.
But yeah, around that time, like the late 90s, was just not a good time for Duck Down because they put in like subpar projects like that.
Oh man,
That beat
yes.
that you like that BDI Doug album from '99. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That cover's
dude.
trash too.
Yo.
That was the worst time to put out a solo album, man.
Yeah.
You should have did that like 5 years before.
Oh, facts. Big facts.
I think
I
Pac
agree.
gave him that name too. BDI Thug.
BDI. Yep.
Yeah, I remember. Yo, and also Cocoa Brothers. Man,
Rude Awakening. Yeah, I didn't like that shit.
It was okay. It was to me. It was the production. I mean, they still had it. It was the beats for me. That was the issue.
Like,
I mean, I did like the joint they did with Dog Pound. Was it
Browns with the Long Beach, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that joint a lot.
that's on Magnum Force, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a Skelter. This, look at this shit. What the fuck is that? That's
fuck
a
is that?
whack ass-
What the fuck is
Shit.
that page he's making?
Oh, shit.
It looks like he's spitting out cereal.
Mom, this is nasty.
He look like he just swallowed toothpaste.
Fucking
Oh.
garbage. I never liked that shit, bro.
Yes.
Oh my god, I had to put that up there, yo.
That's funny, man.
Oh god.
Yo, man, he looks so scrawny, man. Like an African refugee.
Drew Hall should have put the "Feed This Child" up commercials, like, you know.
Damn.
I love you, Buckshot, but Jesus.
And that was some of Just Blaze's first appearance. I think that was his first appearance, production wise, on that album.
Wow.
But what was the jog my memory? Was the Just Blaze joint song BDI Thug? Was it? Did it have the hallmarks of what he would later do with Rockefeller?
Say it again.
Did the beef that Just Blaze did on the BDI Thug album, was it as good as what he did?
Oh no.
Okay.
no.
I'm just making sure I'm not tripping.
Yeah. All right. So to what's a good example? The beat is dope, but I'm just saying as far as like the timpani drums, like the song like Life Is What You Make It, by Nas, off the I Am album, it would sound like beats like that, but not as good.
Got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The boom boom, like those kind of drums and shit like that. Like he used that all over the album. It was just like, oh my god, just plays like nah. So he wasn't sampling like we know, like he did, that he does now. But before it was like just like you could tell that he was using like the stock sounds from whatever drum machine he was using at the time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's
You know
just
what?
terrible.
Black Moon, they did put out an album in 2003. Damn, I can't think of the name of it, but I thought it was like the
Black Panther Total Eclipse.
Yeah.
that's a good album.
Yeah, I did like I liked Stay Real.
Yeah.
What the first single was This Goes Out to You.
I didn't like that song.
I actually love that song
The
because
video was cool, but I didn't really like that song. It's too singy song for me, at least for me.
This Goes Out to You. I mean, you know what? I don't like the video. I actually like the song because I heard it on like here in Detroit. There was a radio show that came on after midnight on the weekend called Mark the Spark, and they played like all of the underground records.
Oh shit.
So that's the first time I heard This Goes Out to You. And when I bought the album, it wasn't great. It was their best. It was their best work in probably a few years, but it felt like the last hurrah before Dug Down closed down as a label.
Do y'all like that better than Warzone?
No, I like Warzone better.
Me too, man.
Yeah, Warzone fire. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I think the problem with Total Eclipse is that not number one. I think it went so far under the radar.
Yeah.
And considering that Dug Down is the cornerstone of underground hip hop, it just went to go to show just how far they have fallen off.
Right.
Because I did like What Would You Do with Sean Price, but it owes more to what Sean Price did.
That's around the time Sean Price reinvented himself too.
Oh yeah.
Donkey Sean Jr. and all that.
Yeah, because like once the to me, I separate Sean Price's career in two phases: skinny Sean Price.
Oh yeah.
And fat Sean Price. Like I felt like skinny Sean Price was more cerebral. Like he was like he was much more tactile, whereas with fat Sean Price, he was much more aggressive, and he didn't take himself. He never took himself too seriously.
Right.
But like Sean Price, like his punchlines were so aggressive, and he really didn't give a fuck, you know. And I really admire that about him.
Got that Alicia Keys shit. He's like Eminem, nice but Eminem white. That's a classic, bro.
Yo, and Sean Price, man, he said something that a lot of people don't say, but it's absolutely true. He said he doesn't listen to a lot of female rappers.
That was hilarious. None of them, he said. He said none. With his arms crossed.
Yo, he did acquiesce and say he fucked with Rod Digger.
Yeah,
but that was it, man. And you know, if you look back at that, he's absolutely right, man. Like there's very few, like the MCs of his caliber, the female MCs of his caliber, they're like few and far in between.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, they couldn't. A lot of those boot camp sophomore albums was not good. There was some
Yeah.
songs on each I like probably, but like
Yeah,
their debuts where it's at.
I might be in the minority, but I actually like the OGC's Empire Strikes Back from '99.
I like that shit
They
with
got some.
Havoc on there. I forgot the name of that joint, but that shit was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good.
suspect niggas. Ooh, yeah, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a that's not a wild take. Uh, I did like. I think with Smith, I love Smith and Wesson, but man, when they went to the Cocoa Brothers, man, it was like to me, they were on Nervous Records when they did um, uh, The Shining.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
like if you look at Duck Down, like but I think the difference might have been that Black Moon, Smith and Wesson were on Nervous when they when they were their own imprint.
Hmm.
There was something that wasn't there.
They had that shit Black Trump on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Raekwon, I
Yeah.
think I can't remember that shit. Shit like that was okay.
Yeah,
But yo, it's such a like I really rock it. Like it's such a 180. You
yeah,
listen to Nocturnal and listen to Magnum Force, like oof. You
yeah.
listen to it's like it wasn't that good. Warzone is the best one out the fucking lot, in my opinion.
Oh,
You
for
know?
sure.
Yeah.
But I think also those groups too at the time they were kind of beefing with the beat miners. That's why like a lot of them didn't have beat miner production because I remember like Sean P in the interview around like the Magnum Force era, he was saying like he liked the beat miner sound, but it's like he didn't want to keep rapping over beats like that. It's like that style is old. I want to try something new. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and it kind of hurt them because it's like
It did. Then it did like female tracks a little
yeah, it's like
bit.
dude, like come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
I like the first wave of those boot camp albums. And don't let me get me started on the fucking boot camp albums, like the collective albums.
Yeah,
Just did not good. Like
yeah.
Chosen Few and fucking the other joint, the debut one. That shit ain't
Oh
good.
my god, yeah. Again, no beat miner productions, man.
You Adam, I never hear the album. Did any of y'all hear this?
It was okay. Yeah, it was alright.
Survival Tactics or something? I'm probably
Yeah, some shit
butchering the
like that.
title.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
You know what? I heard the album, but I mean, I heard of the album, but I didn't bother to listen to it
Neither did I.
because I got to be honest, man. I did not understand like what did they have in common.
Yeah.
An album that has no in common, but it blew me away. It was Paul Wall and Terminology. That shit is
Yeah,
fire.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Paul Terminology from Boston.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
around my way.
Okay.
Yeah. I love Term. Shout out to Term.
yeah.
Yo,
Term is dope.
Shout out.
Terminology is one like he's my favorite rapper from Boston.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I love Term so much. Uh Another album, I know Steve loves this album. That one with Fizzy Womack, my guy. The Little
Oh
Fame.
yeah, yeah. Ooh,
Physiology is song that is
I
oh
love that
my
album. That shit is fire.
yes. Yeah,
Super
Term is that
underrated.
guy. Yeah.
Yo, did you know about B Real's solo album on Duck Down?
It's like 09-ish, right? Maybe 2009, 010, maybe? 2010?
Mirrors.
Yeah, I never heard it, bro.
Yo, I love that album, man.
I gotta peep it, man.
Yo, like I think you know what's weird is that Duck Down they didn't have great second albums from their premier cash cows, but Be Real and Black Rob had great solo albums on Duck Down. I can't explain it.
I gotta peep those albums, bro. Especially the Be Real one.
Yeah, and Be Real Be Real produced 3 songs. It has Snoop Dogg on it, Corrupt, Too Short.
Oh shit.
Ironically, though, the song with Buckshot is ass, man.
Man, Buckshot can't work with West Coast niggas, man. Can he? Like, shut up. Besides Pac, because the song with Corrupt is trash on corruption.
Yeah, and that was produced by Easy Mo B.
Damn, and I love Easy Mo B. Damn, man.
Like, I think Buckshot is best when he's paired with East Coast MCs, man. Because like with Be Real, the song is called Everything You Want, and it's over Superfly's production, man. Like if you want to hear like if you want to hear somebody that is so far out of their comfort zone, it's Buckshot. But everything else, man, I absolutely fuck with, man.
I gotta check that out. Acrobatic, Adam says his favorite Boston MC. He's dope. He used to do the intro to my radio station I used to rock with, Jammin' 94.5. That morning show, he would rap the intro to that, man. Shout out to Acrobatic. Yeah, he's dope. This question might have niggas leaving, but I don't give a fuck. Talk about anything other than rap, niggas just bounce.
Oh,
Led Zeppelin Black, though, with the Rolling Stones painted black.
I like Black Dog because Robert Plant's vocal performance.
oh
he kind of sounds like a. This is gonna sound weird, but he sounds like an Englishman sounding like a sister. but he made it work though. Like I know like the white rock bands of the 60s really loved soul music, and it came out to me the way he sung that song, it absolutely it resonates with me.
And Jimmy Page with that riff.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
And then John Paul Jones drumming. I mean,
John Bonham, yeah. John Paul Jones is like the bassist, keyboardist, but yeah, man,
I can't get enough of that fucking song.
Yeah, Zeppelin 4. Yeah.
And then on the album you get Rock and Roll right after that. God.
Rolling Stones, I'm more of a fan of that 70s work, but I love late 60s Rolling Stones. But Painted Black is a dope song, but I gotta go Black Dog, bro.
Yeah, Black Dog definitely. Painted Black's classic though.
Okay, who's a better drummer, John Bonham or Charlie Watts?
John Bonham. Shout out to Charlie Watts, R.I.P. R.I.P. to both them niggas, but Bonzo, bro, that nigga crazy. Like on Moby Dick on Zeppelin 2, bro.
Mm-hmm. Like I think Charlie Watts, like his drumming technique, you know, where it's hard to describe. It's much more smoother, but John Bonham, he's much more bombastic. And
Bonham crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds frenetic, which makes it even more interesting.
Yeah, that's how drums are supposed to sound.
That nigga drink a fifth of Jack Daniels every day. Yeah, man. All them niggas grew up on black music, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Lemmy from Motorhead. Lemmy sings like Little Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Like the vocal styles in a Little Richard. Lemmy even said, he said, Little Richard's the real king of rock and roll. He said, fuck Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, he is, Little Richard.
Yeah, remember back in the day when Little Richard would be at award shows and he would like start cursing the audience out. Like I used to think like he was tripping, but now that I'm older, man, like he had every right to be upset.
Nirvana, Something in the Way of Alice in Chains Rooster.
Oh.
Into the 90s. Oh, man.
Gosh, hard.
Fuck.
That's fucking tough.
That's Nevermind. That's Dirt. Fuck, dude. Something in the Way by a cunt here for me. Just it's so brooding and dark. But I love Rooster though. That storytelling on Rooster is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I'll go with something in the way too, but
Not
yeah,
by much for me.
Yeah, not by much.
Favorite Pantera album. Vulgar Display of Power for me, bruh. But Far Beyond Driven is like leaning up there for me. Yeah. Told you was just bouncing. hey, yo, Steve, we were talking about the Police earlier too, bro.
Oh yeah, I love the Police, man.
And Sting solo
the
career.
band, partner.
Sting solo shit too.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
All that shit, man.
Yeah.
All that shit. What's your favorite Police album?
I gotta go with Regarded Del Blanc.
I ain't mad at that, man. That's a great album.
You're more of Ghost in the Machine, right, Steve? Synchronicity?
Ghost in the Machine, yeah. Synchronicity, Ghost in the Machine. That's my 81, 83. That's my shit right there.
Oh, yeah. Outlandis the Mall is my shit too, though. All that shit fire.
Oh yeah.
Idol said
yeah.
Zendata Mandata all day. That's that shit too. That's 1980.
Yep.
You know what? I think now that I think about it,
yeah.
I think Zenyatta might be my favorite because my three favorite Police songs are from that album. Voices Inside My Head, Driven to Tears, and When the World is Running Down, You Make the Best What's Still Around. Yo, man, like, I listen to those songs when I'm down. Like, if I'm really feeling, when I'm really going through it, I put on those songs, man. Like, Sting as a songwriter, man, like, he absolutely nailed so many complexities about poverty, about about money, about the rich poor gap. Like, that's a serious album when you listen deeper to the lyrics.
Yeah, man, I love the Police. All that albums are great. We were talking about Stuart Copeland too. What a drummer! That dude was fucking so frenetic. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Sting and Stuart Copeland used to beat the shit out of each other for real.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Getting mad beef. Yeah.
But you know what? They fought like brothers, and when it was over, man, they pretended like nothing happened.
Yep.
That's the way most conflicts should begin and end.
Oh shit. Aerosmith and Van Halen, dog. 70s Aerosmith all day. 80s and 90s shit is so fucking trash to me. That dude looks like a lady and all that shit is fucking gay. I can't stand that shit. But like Dream On and fucking Train Kept a Rolling and Sweet Emotion, nigga, all day. Van Halen, I gotta go with Van Halen, bro. The mighty Van Halen, Diamond Dave. You know, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave all day. I don't fuck with Sammy Hagar. I said that earlier. I don't drive 65 ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Yeah. David Lee Roth, my guy, you know?
Yes, sir.
A three-piece band sound like that. Go ahead, brother. My bad, Steve. Man.
No. You go real quick. I was gonna say what getting back to Zenyatta, I believe Ice Cube used a sample from Behind My Camel for the War and Peace album, Volume 1.
Oh, where?
I think for the song, I think for the song Limos, Demos, and Bimbos, one of the songs he used a sample for that. He sampled that song.
Oh, hell yeah. We're talking about samples from that album earlier.
Because I was saying that Voices Inside My Head is large. Well, it's not an instrumental because there is singing, but it's like, yeah, exactly. Like, there's hardly any lyrics, and I was saying like, this is a great groove, but I always wonder like rappers, they look for samples everywhere. Like, this is a great beat to sample from. Right. Especially like like Stuart Copeland's drumming, the coda where Stuart Copeland, he's doing the drum solo near the end. Mm-hmm. You can isolate that part and create an entire beat over it.
Hey, yo,
that vamp is amazing.
Yo, me and Steve had this plan for years. But would you be down to join us doing like top 10 police songs or something, bro?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yo, I actually got the police. They actually put out a box set.
I know what you're talking about.
It was in long form. I have that. It's blue.
It's blue.
Yeah, I have it in my possession, man.
And they got the police badge on it with their faces on it.
Absolutely.
My God.
That's dope.
I love the police, bro.
To me, that's the best band of that era.
Absolutely. I don't give a fuck. 78 they came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I fuck with the Cars too, my nigga. That's my shit. Like the first two Cars albums are great. She like the lifestyle, baby. Oh, that shit fire, bro. Oh man. Yeah. See? We ain't some just hood booger niggas that listen to rap all day. You know, I hate when niggas think that, though. I listen to mad shit.
We actually cultured around here.
Exactly. We talk about Doobie Brothers, my boy.
Oh yeah.
You know, we talk about Zeppelin over here, Sabbath, Metallica, bro, mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Slayer.
You mentioned Doobie Brothers. Do you prefer the Doobie Brothers before Michael McDonald joined the group?
Yes, because when Michael McDonald joined it, he's a great singer, but it's too damn soft. You know?
Yeah.
I'm all about Captain and Me and fucking, you know, that shit.
To me, like, I really love the southern roots of the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, before Michael McDonald joined the group, it was like listening to, it's going to sound weird, but they found a way to combine Dixieland with the blues and R&B that I've never heard before. Like, and to me, like, something was lost when Michael McDonald joined the group.
Yes.
But it wasn't bad. It was like, it's like the difference between like when who was the lead singer before Phil Collins took the reins in Genesis?
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, it's like when Peter Gabriel, the difference between Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins. It's like they were with Peter Gabriel, they were like a prog rock outfit, and with Phil Collins, they were like a soft rock outfit, you know, that was able to cross over.
Right, yeah.
I'm all about that early shit. Yeah, that's my favorite Doobie shit. Oh man, this one's crazy. Metallica, Ride the Lightning, or Megadeth, Rust in Peace. Two bangers for me. I gotta go Lightning. Cliff Burton. Yep. But I love Rust in Peace. That's my favorite Megadeth album though. But yeah, Ride is fucking just hard body, my boy.
You gotta fight fire with fire on there.
Yeah, from the Bell Toes. My favorite Metallica song, Fade to Black. Creeping Death is on there. Yeah. See, my nigga Trailer Park Cinderella knows what's popping. Yeah, that shit crazy. And that Cliff played the bass like a fucking lead guitar.
I thought it was a lead guitar.
Yeah,
when I first heard it.
Yeah, that down. That's
bass.
Yeah. R.I.P. Cliff.
Oh yeah.
Yo, her TMZ in the building. Jers. Salute my guy.
What up?
It's my guy right there. Salute. Yo, if you available, Hood, let's argue, bruh. There's a link. If you're available, because you said Pusha T is fucking trash, and no one's bumping that nigga. It's all about Jim Jones.
Oh,
get the fuck out of here.
Is he related to Jim Jones?
Yeah, right. Like, I love Pusha. I think Pusha is smart. And yo, Steve, you know me. Yeah. I'm Jim Jones all day. I'm a big Jimmy fan. Right. But Push he will kill that nigga on the mic.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But you know what it is though with Jim Jones is because Jim Jones, he's a street dude before anything, before he was a rapper.
Yeah.
So people, you know how people so fascinated with the streets, you know, he em- he embodies the streets. So niggas gonna gravitate towards him. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, think about it. You know when Cameron, he had a video when he was in the trailer with him and Jim Jones. This is like an SDE era, and Jim Jones was rapping like Cam. You know
Remember
what I'm
that
saying?
shit? Jimmy had the messy little cornrows and a white top.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's like I don't know, man. But Pusha T, of course, you know, lyrically, but you know, but Jim Jones, he just has something in that, you know, that people just gravitate towards him. You know.
Yo, son. Go ahead, Raka.
I think with Jim Jones, I mean, as a rapper, there's no comparison. Push it. Like Jim
Right.
Jones couldn't, you know, sharpen Pusha T's pencil. But
oh man.
You can't, right? Yo, Pusha said this in an Untouchable song. He said, my barcode is Netflix narco. Part inside of my fro like I'm Pablo. And niggas nasty, bro. Go ahead, Raka. Go into your spiel, my boy.
I would say like Jim Jones, the only thing he has over Pusha T is charisma and his endless ad libs during his songs, man.
Right.
Like if you look like Harlem is my favorite song by Jim Jones.
Oh, I fucking love that song. 7, Lennox, and what about the East Side? Fire, bro.
Like he can when he do the ad libs in the backgrounds, when it's done right, it's excellent. But too many times, man, you listen to a Jim Jones song, like every bar of it is an ad lib.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, that could be annoying.
Yeah, he's always talking shit. Like he'll say something like, "I'm locked behind a G-roll, squall A, nigga." You know
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Jimmy's always the. Oh, yo, son, this nigga Trailer Park knows his shit. This is my boy right here. He said, "Yeah, the 05, my nigga. I was playing that Thug Motivation 101 from Jeezy, and that Paul Wall, that People's Champ, nigga. I was playing that back to back. Yeah, 05 summer.
That's his best album.
Yeah, my favorite album from Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hustler's Palm too. That shit fucking crack.
I gotta listen to it. I didn't hear it.
Ooh,
you the like Poem album? Yeah, to me, like
classic to me.
Yo, I think the first time I heard it, I didn't think this was a New York album at all because it sounded more like something from Suave House.
That's
as
dope.
Far as the production.
Yeah,
that's an MOB era of Jim Jones.
Yeah, it's the best. Members of Bird Gang is my favorite mixtape of all time. Nigga, Max B, Mel Matrix, Stack Bundles. Oh my god, nigga. Like I can bump that all day. I worship that tape.
Hold your head, Mel Matrix and Max B.
Absolutely.
All day. Yeah, see? TPC knows the fucking vibe. Shout out to the Thuggalo show. To my boys over there, especially this nigga right here, bro. It's my boy. Yeah, you know the vibes, Idol. Yo.
Baby man, girl. Summer with Miami, man. That song was everywhere, man.
Fucking love that song. One hand to the sky, the other hand was on the thigh. I was grinding to the beat with my hammer on my side. Oh Lord, that's that shit. That's because it puts me in good moods, bro. That puts me in.
The El Capo album is dope too from 2019.
I never heard. Oh, El Capo, yeah. I think you said Capo because he has an album called Capo, like in the 20-teens, early.
Yeah, 2011. That was okay.
I never heard it. Yeah,
it's okay.
Rick likes it. Rick likes it a lot.
What album was East Side with Dave East on?
It might be El Capo.
Okay.
Yeah.
What song?
East Side with Dave East.
That might be either that or Wasted Talent.
Wasted Talent is fire with that shit with Jada.
Yeah.
Yo, Conway got this EP called the fuck's the name of it? He's my favorite rapper right now. I can't remember the damn EP. Look What I Became.
Yeah.
And there's a song in there with Dave East, El Camino, and Jimmy. It sounds like Bird Gang 06. It's fucking incredible. If you're rolling with me, yo, it's amazing, bro. El Camino sound like Max on that bitch.
Yeah, that's dope.
Did y'all fuck with Skull Gang?
Hell no.
Nope.
Yo, I always thought Dipset kind of moved funny around this time. It was like Cam had left. He had did his own thing, but I couldn't believe like Jules was really, biting Jim Jones Steves like that blatantly.
Yeah, you can't. Bird Gang, bitch. Nigga had Skull Gang. I seen that Skull Gang mixtape out in a while. I'm like, yeah, I'm not copying this shit, nigga. Joel's just talk about falling off. That nigga.
He could have been a contender.
He was amazing in 03, 04, 05.
Yeah, man.
I love old Joel's. Fucking fire shit.
Yeah, that what's the game been missing? That album, I love that. That's his best album.
Yes, it is. That album. That's 05 too.
05, yep.
Fucking crack.
And this was right before Weezy became who he is now.
Yeah, Weezy and Santana was doing a lot of drugs together.
Yep.
Oh shit! Yeah. I'm loving this conversation right now, bro.
And also, like in 03, like he was in the same class as Lloyd Banks.
He was, like I said back in the day in the cafeteria, right? Like we would argue about who better, Banks or Santana. I always said Banks, but I love Santana though,
Yeah. Like Joe Santana was much more. He was young. I think he was young. I don't know if he was younger than Banks, but he had like the it factor, for lack of a better term. Like he had what it took to to make joints for ladies in the streets. Because I always think Banks as somebody who is dead nice, and if it was time for lyrical warfare, he would just start sniping you off like he did with Rick Ross.
He killed Rick Ross. Jesus Christ!
In The Game, like I never looked at Joe Santana in that light.
You said I'll put 12 shells in your mouth like a car on the eggs. I'm a young bitch, palm my face. Oh man, he said I ain't a wrestler, but I'll put your bitch in a Boston Crab, nigga. Oh, Banks. Yeah, you nigga nasty, bro.
Yeah, we was talking about Banks' new album.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, and you heard, Got a Goddess, and Maria. Like they were saying that, he needed to get with 50 again, like maybe get this depression out of his system.
I think those Cost of the Inevitables are fucking bananas. All three of them.
To me, it's kind of like he's doing with Coty, the same thing that Nas is doing with King's Disease.
Yes. Putting out fire music still. But niggas is sleeping. Niggas is really sleeping on these shits. Crazy to me.
And to me, I've heard the new album described as morose and introspective and very depressing. To me, it sounds like a man that's he's seen everything that the industry has to offer, and he has accepted that he's not in the white hot spot, and maybe he never wanted to sell 50 million records and be all over hip hop media. To me, like it just seemed like he made the music to satisfy his artistic impulses and gave it, to the streets to let them do with it as they want to. Like I don't think after this Banks is going to be making, songs like "On Fire"
Yeah, man.
or taking the war.
He was 21 years old back then when he did "On Fire." You know what I'm saying? He's a grown ass man now in his 40s, I believe.
And even like a song like "Taking the War" from Hunger for More too. I don't think we're going to get that from him. At least not in that way.
Yeah,
like I think Banks his worldview has evolved.
yeah, he's more than just
Absolutely.
punchlines now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I think that's the best way to describe his evolution. And I think the series by Lloyd Banks is a way to answer some of the misconception about Lloyd Banks as lazy or he doesn't do enough to put himself out there. Like, what more can you do but put music out? Like, do people want him to do do what these other cats do is create fake controversy and being Team Z or the Shade Room?
Facts, bro. Like niggas want something else from a nigga just doing him. And I said
Exactly.
these albums have been fucking exceptional. I love them. You get the features, the production. Like Banks is incredible, bro.
And also, like Banks, he's working with MCs of the same caliber. Like the knock on Fabulous is that he like on his albums he'll do joints with people that he has. You know that he's doing it to try to get a piece of their audience or to cross over when he doesn't have to.
Same thing that Jada be doing.
Exactly.
You know? Oh, Fabulous albums suck. He got like one good album to me. I'm all about his tapes, mixtapes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think whenever Fab, announces a new album, I always, listen to his albums a la carte, man. Like one song that I like out of 12, 14, or whatever it is, because it's always contrived.
Yep. Oh, that bullshit, man. I fuck with his mixtapes more than anything. What's the album that came out 07?
Good album.
Nah, bro.
What happened?
Like was it From Nothing to Something or whatever? That's just like only album I can rock with. The 07 album.
Yeah. That's the one that he has with. It's like black and white, like two-tone black and white joint.
Yeah, the hoodie and shit.
Yeah,
that joint. That I ain't gonna lie, that Make Me You Better with Neo was hitting. That shit fire to me. Some wavy shit right there. I fucks with it. I fucks with that shit, bro.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I loved it when Fab, diss Mace, because that was like, because Mace he had been bruising for a very long time, man. Because he was making he was taking pot shots, before he even signed a G Unit.
Yeah. Because Fab this Loon too. On that shit.
Yeah, because I don't know, for some reason, like Loon thought that Fab was biting his style. Like Fab is nicer than Loon and Mace put together.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of I'm like hit or miss with Mace. Sometimes I think he's dope, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, he nigga trash. Yeah.
I think like I did like when he was what's that G Unit mixtape? Was it Crucify for the Hood?
Yeah, I never heard it. I have it downloaded, but I never heard it.
I think was it 300 Shots and Running when they was dissing
I heard that
Joe?
though. I heard that. That's on the the MC8 beat, right? The Cut the Most Wanted beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when Mace rhymes like that, to me, I can respect it.
Yeah.
I can hear the MC in him. But when he's like trying to do like uh the songs where he's trying to appeal to women, as recently as a couple years ago, like he did some song with Eric Bellinger called Nothing, and it was like a whack attempt to recapture what he had 20 years ago.
Yeah, fuck off, Mace.
Yeah, like that era done came and gone, bruh.
Yo, I truly think that I didn't announce it on social media yet, but I put it up on YouTube. You subscribe, you will see this. I truly think that next Saturday's episode of Speaky Clout is going to be one for the books. We're reviewing Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Diesel, 1993 debut album. I cannot wait for this. Ricardo's gonna be on there too, bro. Oh my god, dog.
Oh man,
I can't wait.
yeah, man.
Yo, Shaq will always be the best NBA baller turned MC.
There you go, Steve. Raka agrees with you.
Because he truly did it. He took the hip hop approach, like with all due respect to Kobe when he put out that bullshit with I think it wasn't Tyra Banks on the hook.
Oh,
it was
God.
garbage.
I didn't even heard that. Thank God.
Yeah, say do it, Allen Iverson.
Yeah, you look at AI, you think that nigga can rap, right? Nope.
Trash.
Cedric Sabalas had a whack rap album. Yeah, like a lot of cats tried to make rap albums, but like Shaq was so big, like he had DJ Quick, Biggie on is it the Twism album? I know DJ Quick produced a couple of songs on that album, but man, like Quick gave Shaq better beats than his own artists.
Damn.
I never even heard that album. Only albums I heard from Shaq was Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Diesel, the Shaq Fu, and then the one I do like, Can't Stop the Rain, 96.
I Can't Stop the Rain.
Biggie
man, Biggie
that.
was floating on that.
Oh, man, he killed that.
That beat is dope, man.
Ooh, condos with elevators in them. Biggie was flowing on that shit.
But that Respect album from '98 was trash.
I never heard that shit.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
Oh, I got John Cena all fucking day. I got John Cena.
Oh God.
Yo,
shout out to Misanthropic one. He'll agree with me on that one. He fucks with that album heavy.
Yo, the only song I like on Respect is The Way It's Going Down, produced by Quick.
I have that album. I gotta revisit it, but yeah, I remember not liking it too much.
Yo, I always like. Can you explain how the hell Peter Guns had connections with both DJ Quick and Shaq, but his rap career petered so quickly, man?
Oh, pun intended.
Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah, I think Shaq is like the godfather of Corey as well.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Corey Guns, he was on stage with Shaq when Shaq did that freestyle after Kobe lost the NBA title against the Celtics in 2009.
Yeah.
That was the infamous Kobe "Tell Me How My Ass Tastes" freestyle.
Oh, I remember that shit, yeah.
Yo, Corey Guns, he was his right hand man. And
That's the nigga I thought that was gonna blow because he was dead nice.
Yeah.
And dude, like, that's what I don't like. Same thing, like the five repeater guns had connections with Shaq and DJ Quick. Gun, same thing, had connections with Lil Wayne, Shaq. Like what? Like, to me, there has to be something in the water.
Took after his daddy. Fucking failure ass nigga.
For real, man. I mean, even Jay Mills left Young Money after a while, man.
Oh God.
I thought James Mills was trash.
And Jay Mills, ever since coming back to battle rap, has gotten worse.
He's battling again?
Yeah, like he's done 3 battles and he's embarrassed himself each time, man.
Nigga, this ain't Smack DVD, bitch.
Yo, as a matter of fact, man, yo, I'm gonna show you. I'll show y'all the battle that he did against K Shine. Like, there was a part where Jay Mills, he had a bar about Matt Barnes driving to Temecula to confront Derek Fisher, and this man was like, he was the hype man, and he was like, y'all ain't see that movie. But it wasn't a movie, it actually happened. So that tells me that Jay Mills got yes men in his camp.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Then Jay Mills mentioned that Triple G and Adrian Broner fought, but they never boxed.
Damn, you need to watch your fucking news or whatever the fuck to get your references up to date, my boy.
Bro, he was so out of touch. Like, to me, like, it really showed just how much you cannot be connected to real people when you've been in the industry that long and you've had to ride the pine. Cause like his crew, man, like, was so clueless. Like, everybody else had secondhand embarrassment, and Jay Mills, Cassidy, all of those guys, man, are one in the same, man.
Yeah, Cassidy, talk about a nigga that I was so disappointed because I seen the battle with Free like everybody else did, loved it.
Oh God.
And then I heard the albums and I'm like, yeah, this shit is fucking doo-doo. You know? Like, he has one decent song that I really like called AM to the PM.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was fucking fire, but you know.
I think people, man, like, now you just made me think of Billy Bathgate. Same thing, man. Like
Shells.
Like Shells.
Oh God.
Like that, Steve?
Oh God. Shells.
Oh, Red Spider. I'm not Red Cafe.
Oh God, no.
Some niggas was fucking bum niggas sat on the bench all their career.
Yo, to me, it seemed like by then the industry was intent on using the Diddy method. But the problem is, man, like, Biggie was one of one, man. Like, trying to get Cassidy and Billy Bathgate and Shells to make quote unquote radio songs, and then like put that formula, man, doesn't work for everybody. And Cassidy especially, man, like, thank God for I'm a Hustler, because if it wasn't for that song, man, he would be talked about in the same light.
Hey, yo, Steve, that's our favorite, right? Remember this bum ass nigga Shay Davis, bro?
Oh God, no. Oh
yo,
my God.
Shout out to my nigga Ray Santiago, my best friend.
I hate yo.
We used to skip that nigga on Smack. We fast forward that nigga. Nigga straight trash.
Oh my, a disgrace to Queens, man.
Poster boy as well, yep, trash.
And the problem is too, what I had issues with at that time period, like cats like Bathgate, Shells, they either try to be like Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak. Fab, like they were like carbon copies of these dudes. It's like, all right, man, enough's enough, man.
Then when Cash came out, they always said, "When I grip the Nina, or when I gotta whip the same color as this." Oh god, fucking annoying, horrific. I agree. Jin, the Chinese kid.
Oh my god, yo, he actually signed the Rough Riders
I
after
know.
winning some Park.
You're gonna learn Chinese.
He's a comedian now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, his album was a joke. I mean, why not go in the same procession?
This fucking guy.
Fuck is alive, bro. Oh shit, I love this shit, bro.
Yo, y'all remember Sicario?
Oh god.
Angie Martinez protege.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yo, that dude would. Yo,
Did he rap on some of her shit?
he was on Angie Martinez's first single for her album.
I love her
He
fucking
was
song.
super
Man.
trash, man.
If I could go through a hole, that shit fire.
Wasn't that her baby daddy?
I don't know.
Was
It wouldn't surprise me. But I'm willing to, like, I could see like Sicario thinking, man, I'm working with the with the radio personality of Hot 97. I'm gonna get put on and I'm gonna have radio rotation, and I'm gonna become a big hit. Like, that dude didn't even sniff a record deal. Like
He's
that,
a
like
movie. I
the
remember
early,
that.
the early 2000s, man. Like my man was saying, like, we had so many rappers that was trying to fit in the bleak Jay-Z Cassidy mode. It just became like it became like mass production, on an assembly line.
She managed him too, right?
Yeah, she did manage him.
Foxy's brother too. Yeah, that was trash.
Yeah, the fuckery was already entrenched. I mean, think about that. Like you don't, like, Sicario not even realizing that your manager is the rapper as well. So she could very well be skimming off the top and telling you that that's fair. Like not even recognizing the conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, fellas, I'm gonna call it a night, yo.
Yo, likewise.
Yeah.
Well, yo, thank y'all. So it was a blast.
Yes, sir.
And thanks to the chat. You really showed up tonight, man.
Oh, appreciate it.
Love y'all niggas, man.
Yeah,
Likewise.
I'm glad I got to talk my shit tonight.
Oh yeah, Raka. Doors always open, man.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas, it's been real.
All right, Steve.
All right,
All right.
Brother.
Have a good one.
See y'all.